Walking back inside the manor of the slightly less secret werewolf game, Jane makes her way up the stairs to where Anton's room is, and he'll very quickly hear the kind of rapid banging on the door. Not hard, not too hard, but fairly loud. Definitely got some energy in it.
Yeah, Anton like opens the door like probably mid cigarette drag. He's got t-shirt, jeans on, hasn't put on socks or anything, so he's just walking. Yeah, like rubbing his face.
She just looks down. The fact he's not wearing socks, but everything else raises an eyebrow. I'm heading out. Want to come with?
Where are you going?
Well, we haven't got any leads yet, and I've got an idea that might actually help us out.
Okay, what's the idea?
Remember our friend back at the body dump?
Pauses. Pauses.
The rat.
Ah,
Well, I was hoping if I could get him on side, he keeps an eye out on that road and pretty much anywhere around there if he spots anything else.
it's not. I mean, I've got some info too, but it might actually be good to go out into Roanoke considering they're not just using a van to get around.
And I want to check out the hospital.
Or the hospital.
I want to know what's going on. Why they're attracted to hospitals. It's twice that we've seen shit. Well, I've seen shit before. And we saw it when we were there. I was wondering how deep it goes, why they're attracted to hospitals, what's going on.
It's not. He thinks. There's obviously a connection to the homeless shelter as well, so I don't know. This doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't.
We could start at the hospital and work our way down. I need to talk to some. That girl was a working girl, so she's probably gonna have other working girls, even a pimp.
Hmm.
So that's probably the place where I gotta go. So we'll start at your place first.
Well, if we go to the rat first, at least I can sort a few things out.
Just nods. We'll put some proper clothes on. Walking inside. I mean, Jane will see the big board of like newspaper clippings. Everything's everywhere.
She just leans against the door frame, waiting for him.
He just throws on his boots and jacket, and she just see him put the fucking gun behind his jeans, and and all right. You talked to Bill?
No.
We were in a shootout the other day.
Well, then I explained the few bullet holes in your clothes.
Huh. Not too bad. We handled it.
Did you wear the Kevlar?
Didn't have time to bring it.
But
New girl and JJ were with us.
if I had, what would you mean you didn't have time to bring it?
We kind of had to drop everything and move. Bill's, he takes a drag of the cigarette. Bill's girlfriend was there. I suppose it's some big mafia group's target. Apparently, these said mafia guys, what we've been thinking, well, they're probably another element of the vampire community.
Right.
And considering, I imagine from what I'm guessing is they had targets for Bill's brother, who's a defense lawyer. So, obvious target to do next is the wife. So, we had to go up a while, we had to drive out, so we had to kind of move fast. Got her back to Alexandria, and had to board up the house, and they came at night, shot up the place. You probably see it in the news. There's another thing, and this is the reason why I'm concerned. Fold his arms. Bill's said that Carlita, whoever he is, she's a kinfolk. She says she has connections to people outside, you know, like the others. People like us.
Right.
Bill's gonna take her to meet them. The only problem is he's talking about, safety and all that. Now I've told him not to mention our people. But I'll be real. Bill's eagerness to reach out is concerning.
You think he's gonna do it?
He'll do it. But I'm trying to minimize it to the point where he doesn't have a whole cascade of them come down here in the spirals. Well, what are they gonna do? Respond aggressively.
Look, it's bad enough we've got that Jeff guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair enough. The guy keeps to himself. We don't need any more on this shit.
No. So it's a point of concern. So perhaps JJ, the others, a new girl. Maybe start convincing them that the logic we're going with is the more sounder one, rather than listening to some ideological logic that's going to bring them a whole shitstorm on their heads. I mean, fuck, JJ's pretty easy. He's already on side anyway. He's already in.
It's simple. Let's be real. Last thing we need is more people stepping all over this place.
No, I agree.
It's safe. I've made sure it's safe.
Well, if Bill talks to you about it, you tell him that, and don't hear his excuse of complications anymore.
I'm sure I'll let him know what I think.
Well, good. You're the beta of this thing. Is you pick up like a small little like A4 pad type thing as he throws it in his bag. So your opinion matters.
All right.
So you ready?
Yeah.
Just give the nod.
And I swear to Christ, if you go out like that again without taking the Kevlar, I'm gonna slap the fuck out of you.
Jane, I was fine.
There's just a stare.
I had it under control.
And what if you don't? What if one day
What if what?
You know what? I'm gonna hang it up right next to the door so there's no fucking excuse.
All right.
And I'm gonna put names, and you're gonna log every time it's in and out. I'm gonna see it.
Okay. You write up the log. We'll all make sure we sign it every time you take a Kevlar vest out. Okay.
Oh no, you don't sign it. I'll see it. I'll know.
All right. I'm not gonna stop you.
Keeping people alive, Anton.
I know. That's why I went. Because let's be real, they would have got massacred if I hadn't been there. As he's walking out.
Just you?
JJ proved himself. Held his own. Good kid. New girl, she's got a lot of work. But if we mold her the right way, she's gonna learn either way.
She's been asking a lot of questions.
She does that. We all did that.
I'm not saying that's a bad thing.
Then tell her the answers. And tell her the answers that you know she needs to hear.
I have been telling her the answers. That's why I keep asking her to come back and if she has any more. Although she did mention something you said.
What was that?
Apparently spawning a death baby or something like that.
Eyebrow raise? A what?
apparently you and Bill said something to do with our kind.
Yeah, that's. I think the fountain said it was Metis. It's like part of the rules. Apparently, Guru can't, mate with each other or some shit.
That was a fun conversation we had anyway.
Did she talk to you about that?
She asked me some questions.
Shaking his head. I mean, it was more Bill than me. Just shaking his head.
Yeah, that's the feeling I got. What? Nothing wrong with a little girl talk?
Just gives a shrug. I mean, I'm in a house with you, her, Becca, Heidi. I'm pretty vastly outnumbered by the ladies, so it's nothing new on me.
Yeah, don't you forget it.
Shaking his head. All right, Mama Bear, come on. We going?
And she opens the door. What vehicle are we taking, Anton?
Probably his one that's nondescript. He bought a new one recently that's kind of run of the mill, your standard. I think it's like, what are they called, Kitty? I went for the most standard cars as well. If Jane says otherwise, but Anton will take the one that basically is non-recognizable, really.
I mean, what you have is essentially a pre-owned, like generic ass sedan.
Yeah, he'd probably take the sedan because let's be real, like nobody asks questions about two young people pulling up in a pre-owned sedan.
I mean, unless it's stolen.
Oh no, man, it looks like their first car, that type of shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it definitely. Let me put it this way: it is one of those things that you look at and it's like, oh, that's your first car. So if you wreck it, your parents aren't destitute. No,
Pretty much.
It's one of those.
Anton's like, as they're driving along, it's a perfect cover when you think about it.
I don't doubt it for a second.
It's better than the bright yellow fucking Mustang that Bill drives around in.
It is. But it's not as cool as the bike.
No, it's not as cool, but it's practical, Jane. We can't be cool and practical at the same time.
I made the bike cooler as well.
Of course you did.
Yeah,
Smirking.
She just looks over, works on both sides.
Bullshit.
Works on both sides.
Bullshit.
Figured it
Bullshit.
out.
Bullshit. There's no way.
It took me 3 weeks. Figured it out.
Bullshit.
I'm
Bullshit.
telling you.
Bullshit. I don't believe it. Until I see it, I don't believe it.
All right, let's take the bike.
I'm not taking the bike, but the car. It's... No.
No?
No. The car. Look how practical this is. Look at this, Jade. It's the first time I'm practical.
You really like this car, don't you?
I do.
I feel like
Missed
it's
my
got
car,
more of a personal
car.
touch than just practicality.
Missed my car.
Is this your first car? Is that it?
No, I actually wrecked my other car.
Yeah, but yeah, was it the same make as your first car, or?
No, my other car was a pickup. I missed that girl.
Well, either way, if we need a swift getaway, the bike we can cross over with it and carry on. As much as you like to call bullshit, you'll just have to believe me.
We'll try it out next time. For now, let's stick with practicality.
Don't need to try it. It works.
Bullshit fucking gauntlet crossing motherfucker. Yeah, this is crumbling. He's lighting a cigarette as he's driving.
Just smirking to herself. Big smile. It's like,
Okay. So now the because I can.
Just Jane and Anton's face comes forward and then backwards towards the screen with a swirling background.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Shadow Lord!
It totes does. But I assume you're just gonna go straight for your starting point there?
Yeah, straight where we found the body of the road, yeah.
The dump.
The dump, yeah.
The dumping site. Dun dun
Dumping
dun.
ground.
What you doing? when you pack.
Assuming I'm following where Jane's going, I imagine. We'll probably
So
actually try
Jane,
cross over or some shit.
Jane will remove herself from the car by
Ah.
opening the door.
No.
In slow-mo, of course.
Don't forget to do the hair swoosh like this is somehow suddenly a shampoo commercial. No one knows why they do that.
Hang on, let's get our theme.
Hair swoosh as, Voodoo People Pendulum Remix starts playing.
Forget to dramatically put on or take off your sunglasses every shot.
I thought I was just going to play this. As we're
It's
going down the
into
street.
episode. We're not in the street yet. We saved that one.
Oh, saving that one. Okay.
But Jane will get out and she'll wait to look around, make sure it's clear.
Oh yeah, you can wait for a pause in traffic. Again, this is go figure, conveniently a fairly little traveled road. It's kind of one of those ones that it's not conveniently like a shortcut between anything. It's just kind of there as a back road, I guess, if traffic's bad.
Yeah, and you could say it's almost perfect for dumping bodies. Wait.
You could, in fact, assume that if, one was to dump a body on the side of the road, this is one of the ideal places to do it, really.
Yeah. She will cross over, and I will roll because I like rolling for it.
Fucking yeah.
What is the difficulty?
You have come to a city, so it is 7.
Holy shit.
2.
We cross.
Don't forget you can yoink. Yeah. You both, boop. Takes what? With that, it takes like 1 minute to do this time. Very prolonged, blurry background. But yeah, sure enough, you'll end up over by the creek.
And she'll peer over down to the bank and see if obviously the water spirits are there, but if there's any other spirits kind of residing around it.
I mean, it's kind of your usual mix. There's some frogs this time. Who doesn't like frogs? Big, fat, ugly motherfuckers, really. And I mean, a couple birds. And the pipe's there.
Yep, and she'll just step over the barrier, gently start walking, sliding down the bank, go up to the side of the pipe and just kind of, boot it a few times, like dum dum dum.
Oh, that'll do it. I was gonna fuss over finding a different picture, but yeah, you're boy kind of pokes his little whiskered head out and is like, hey, I'm eating here.
Oh, good. You're still here.
Oh, hey, lady. Did you bring Doritos? Sits himself up, folds his little pawsies in front of him, like, yes.
I didn't bring Doritos today, no.
Oh, we like Doritos.
Oh, well, how about you listen to what I gotta say first?
There's like some muffled squeaking down the pipe. He's like, shut up, Ralph. No one cares if you like Doritos.
I'm guessing he's come out and kind of sat on top of the pipe. She'll crouch down to meet his eye level.
Clambers up. He's got serious business to attend to here. And he kind of like sits himself up, tucks his little paws in his chest, like all Godfather style, like, yes, you have my attention. Bloop.
I got a deal for you.
I like deals.
Oh, you'll like this one. So, you're in your boys. You hang out around here a lot. I'm around here and around probably a little bit that way, other side of the road. I want you guys to keep an eye out for any more dead bodies. And you can let one of my friends know about it. Kind of like points over to one of the crows that's probably just chilling.
Oh yeah, you guys can't go fucking 3 steps without finding a crow somewhere. They're pretty fond of you guys. And in your case, yeah, there's definitely at least one. He kind of like squints his little eyes up, like, ooh. Okay, I mean, yeah, I got a nice setup. I got this pipe. It goes down there, and it splits, and I got that pipe. There's a pipe over there. Like right over there. Points his tiny paw, little finger,
And in return for your services, I can offer you a safe space in the town itself.
Oh, like in the town?
In the town.
You know, there's cats and shit in there.
Safe place. I've got
Rubs
a
his little
basement.
paws together thoughtfully.
I've got a basement that I'm wanting to get out with a few nests and stuff like that. That I'm more than happy to throw a bag of Doritos in every few days.
Ooh, get some. What, like? Is it leaky?
This leaks good.
No, links ain't good.
No leaks.
Oh, I see how it is. I see. Playing to your audience there. That's nice. I like that. Like little finger gun. Oh, you know, place in the city could be good. Get some prime garbage in there.
And there is.
Definitely better than what floats down the pipes. Rubbing his little paws together like, yes, yes.
And I'll tell you that this place is right next to an alleyway, which has prime real estate for 2 dumpsters.
Oh, dumpsters. You were bringing in dumpsters. You know, this is sounding pretty good, even if I gotta talk to, like, Squints at the Crow. Squint's so good.
Yeah, not just 1, but 2.
You know, I think we could reach an agreement on this. I think that sounds quite agreeable with me and my boys. And they're right, boys! There's, like, more muffled squeaking in the pipe.
Because I'm pretty sure, you don't like these guys as much as we do. So, work together on this. Mutual agreement. I help you, you help me.
Yeah, little. I scratch your back, you scratch my back. I got a nice dryness to bring the ladies back to. I can get along with this.
Yeah. All right. I'll make sure that, there'll be people coming in and out, but you'll be mostly undisturbed. What do
One
you
little
say?
paw rubs.
God deal?
He finally holds out like tiny little paw. It's funny because with mice and rats, they're very similar to a hand shape. So he holds out this tiny paw.
Yeah. She reaches and with the
Gives him, like, one finger.
index finger, just like, yep.
Yep, you get the little paw shake. All right, it's a deal. Sounds good. I'll make sure my boys keep watching the pipes.
All right. I'll say give me till tomorrow. Everything will be set up. I'll stop by and I'll tell you where it is.
He, like, pokes his head down for a second, twitches an ear. No one cares if you like Cheetos, Joey! We all agreed on Doritos!
Don't be the difficult one here, Joey. yeah.
Breaking my balls, Joey. Pokes his little nose, backs up, twitches the whiskers. I'll be waiting.
You won't be waiting too long. Stands up.
Bobbles his little twitching nose like, yes, yes.
Just pretty happy with us. Stop walking back up.
Anton just probably didn't actually jump down with her. He's just sitting up, leaned up against the top of it, just watching.
Sorted.
Cool.
Him and his boys are going to cover this whole area. If they see anything fishy, they'll let the crows know, and then I'll know.
All right. I got something as well on that girl. The one we found in the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
We weren't able to get the toxicology reports like that. I did a little investigating of my own. So, Our Lady, I'm guessing this is the girl that they've been going around on that street saying her name was Cinnamon. She tested positive for barbiturate use, and the blood test skin was difficult but showed moderate to heavy alcohol consumption. The girl was a prostitute, if it's the one we're thinking of.
Right. Wait, what was that? Positive for?
Barbiturates. They're like a depressant.
Oh. Right.
Said, you'd often use them. They mainly operate as a central nervous system depressant.
I'll take your word for it. I ain't got a clue.
Here's the thing. You know what barbiturates are generally used for, Jen?
I literally just found out what they are. I haven't got a clue.
All right. Let me just sit you down here because I have medicine 3 on Anton, so I am.
Oh, yeah.
I figured I'm pretty
I'm letting you have it.
healthily qualified to talk about barbiturates.
Yeah.
Let me just double check that I have
That and
your.
I mean, let's face it, one of your kinfolk's a fucking drug pusher. You know
Yeah.
your fucking drugs.
Yep.
It just sits here, medicine 0.
Now, they're mainly used for hypnotics, anticonvulsants, but also anti-anxiety.
All right, I got 2 out of 3. So hypnotics is, seeing shit and
Anticonvulsants like epilepsy,
oh,
seizures,
right,
and then anti-anxiety.
yeah.
But here's the thing. They're mainly used predominantly routine medical practices. They're mainly used for anxiety and some of it, but they're largely replaced by benzodiazepines. Benzos, that's what they call them in the street.
What's that?
Same thing, it's just better.
Right.
However,
Okay.
they also are used for physician-assisted suicide, euthanasia, capital punishment. They found that in her system.
So this thing goes at your nerves, right?
Yeah, think about it.
Well, my mind's gonna say they pumped full of this shit to keep her alive.
Either she's using it, or that's the drug they use. Which means, realistically, either they're getting on off the street or your hospital theory is exact.
Looks like we might have a little something after all.
Yeah. It's also, you know what else is also a barbiturate there, Jane? As they're walking over. So
No.
the, Thorpental. Do you want to know what sodium perpentyl is?
I think it's pretty clear, Anton. I've not known this damn thing that you're talking about so far, but please, enlighten
Truth
me.
serum.
Does that shit actually work? I thought that was just movie stuff.
No, they use it. It's an intermediate acting barbiturate that is used for sedation as well.
Huh.
They use it for insomnia too, but it's meant to out like a light. So think about it. We've been trying to piece together. Here, cross this over and I explain more when we're driving.
And she will. She will look because standing on a road is quite dangerous.
As the game ends, as Anton and Jane are hit by a truck.
Vroom.
Thank you for playing Last Cub.
Quick, soak me 15 lethal as a truck comes flying into you. There's a moment as the driver of the truck looks to the passenger. Hey, who do you think those two were? Jackasses.
Like they came out of nowhere.
Came out of
Why
fucking nowhere.
Why are we talking in New York accents when we're in Natural Bridge? I don't fucking know, Joey.
Oh my god. You can take an eyeball across and wait for an opportune moment.
And she does. And she'll drag them across and they will get back in the car in slow-mo.
So, as they're driving, and Anton lights another cigarette as he look around, I've been trying to figure out how they're doing this. A van is not enough. It's not the way they're moving. It's not the way they're... It's just not working. It's too much open airs.
So, all right. So, before you go for it, why is a van not enough?
I'll put it like this, all right. I have gone through painstaking effort to map out how they're taking people from this homing shelter. I've tracked the town, I've tracked the streets, I've tracked everything. With these small side streets, the way it is, the entire thing, it's just not practical. There's a lot of cut-through routes. It's just you just can't just get someone in a large vehicle and just navigate.
All right, but let me just throw a curveball in there, just to think about.
Mm-hmm.
What if it's solid? All right. What if it's solid at the hospital?
Mm-hmm.
How many ambulances have been going through that area?
I don't know.
Because
Here's the thing. They can't just take up someone and then go along this unsteady gravel. That's the thing, you see.
no. So what are you thinking?
They definitely used a van. That's a definite. But there's something else there.
Something else between the van. Maybe the van is what they use after it's done.
Exactly. That's what I'm thinking. So we got to figure out. We're missing a piece.
We're missing a lot.
No, we have a lead.
We have an idea.
Well, it's better than nothing at this rate. I've been trying to comb through missing persons for this.
I know. Oh no. It's an idea is better than nothing. It's a theory, and it's an increasingly more solid theory.
So I say we go definitely to the hospital, try your thing out, and then we got to go out near that homeless shelter, and we got to talk to people, and not just the people inside the homeless shelter. They won't say shit. This girl worked.
I got an
these
idea.
Just nods.
It's all right. Just drive us wherever you want to go first.
I'll go to the hospital first. We'll get that out of the way.
And so you drive. And just pretend it's still dreary as we look at this fine hospital.
I mean, it'd probably be like late afternoon, probably getting on evening time, you know what I mean? So fuck it.
Oh yeah, it's just dreary. It's that kind of, the weather outside is just kind of gray. Lovely.
Yes.
So yes, why look, a hospital. Hark.
Is he parks up in the parking lot? Alright, so what's the plan?
All right. Well, we know there's something in there. Something's leaving markings. We know it's on the lower levels.
Mm-hmm.
What I want to do is get an idea of what's on the upper levels. What's upstairs? What is it sticking to the lower ground, or is it using the whole hospital?
Okay.
Because if it's using the lower grounds, then we have a better idea if it's maybe going underground, if it's using basements, sewage.
Could be an ambulance guy.
And I think as well, if we get up on that roof, that's the best vantage point we're going to get at this whole town.
Not. Alright.
We might be able to pick up a pattern. Something we're not seeing.
It's all connected to the train yard, so if this is another connecting point, we've got a bigger map. This could be the place that they're doing mainly the most of the work. Train yard's probably how they're getting them in. Maybe. Kind of grimaces. So which way we going? Umber or regular?
She looks kind of slowly like, okay, how busy does the hospital look, Katie?
I mean, it's a hospital. It's about that time of day where you're not going to have as much, like, there's not going to be like doctor's appointments and stuff. You come in the later afternoon / evening. Yeah, when you come on to evening, there's really not going to be nearly as much activity as far as just normal day to day, but the emergency room is still there and open. There are still people coming and going. People have family there. People are checking out. People are, yeah, it's not stupid busy, but it's not exactly abandoned either. There's definitely people. Just there are bits and pieces where there are pauses between.
All right. By the looks, we've got enough cover to get in. Once we're in,
Okay.
and I think we should drop over to the other side.
All right.
I don't want to walk up to this place when they can see us on clear as day.
All right. I will activate persuasion in case we have to do some talking, just as a safety net.
Yes.
With the addition
I like-
of 2 dice from Crow. Oh yeah, persuasion's active.
I want to do that too because that sounds like fun.
Yes. Always activate persuasion.
Damn, Crow, give me an extra dice. That's
Yeah, that.
That's yep. Persuasion.
Still
Aha.
persuasion.
Activate anything else? Let me look at my fun list.
Let me play with my toys for a moment.
No, I don't think I can. I don't think I really need anything else. Nah, I think we're fine. Everything, all the rest of the stuff is passive anyway, like Aura of Confidence and Scenting Running Water and stuff. So yeah, no, we're good. I'm not gonna activate Whisper Catching. Not in the facility hospital. We're too much shit yet.
It would be deafening whispers.
Pretty much. So yeah, no, I will just begin walking in beside Jane, acting all casual. It makes it probably looking like 2 people probably coming in to visit, that type of vibe.
Yeah, pretty much, and just because fuck it. As they're walking in, Anton's. How's Anton walking in?
Hands in the jacket. You know, got that very. Wouldn't say like swagger, but it's this calm confidence. Like, yes, this is where we're going. We're going in here. You know what I mean? It's laid back.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, no, she follows in.
What you doing there, Jane?
She's hooked. She's already hooked one of her arms through yours.
It doesn't say anything. Just keep walking casually.
Yeah, no, totally here just to visit family or something, right? Yeah, that's a thing. Yeah, just walk on in.
You saunter through the automatic doors, which whoosh dramatically open. Or, you know, like they do every couple minutes. So, yes, you brood through the doors. They still whoosh.
We brood at the doors, they open.
Yes.
But yeah, you walk into the lobby. Like people do when they walk into the hospital. It is a lobby. I assume are you just going for like one of the main sets of doors, or are you going for like the emergency room entrance? What you doing?
I will go and look because you normally have walls in hospitals that'll tell you like what's on what floor and everything like that.
When you walk in, which door are you walking in?
Probably the main door, like not by A&E, by like the other like main hospital entrance.
Yeah. So main lobby, and yeah, there's signs everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
There's stuff up on the walls, like it's really clearly labeled because by their very nature, all hospitals are fucking mazes, and you need very clear signs saying what is in what direction at every like 10-foot interval, or people are going to get lost and never come out again.
So here's the question, Katie: which floor can we feasibly get up on before people start asking questions? Like, which one could we feasibly get up to before we have to ship to Umbra as passing off as visitors?
You just want to see how high you can get?
Yeah.
You could do me a wits check.
Can I do that too?
You can.
Just wits or wits medicine?
Not just wits.
Okay.
2.
And
Tom, I'll give you a slightly lower diff, which will help.
I think that's 3 then, if it's diff 5.
You've got 2. I'm giving Jane a slightly lower diff because she spent a good amount of time in a hospital. And admittedly, Jane, it seems like common sense. You could probably walk just about anywhere And if anyone's like, "What are you doing in here?" I'd be like, "I don't know. I don't even know where I'm going. Where the fuck am I? I'm fucking lost." And they wouldn't even bat an eye. Like I said, there's an abundance of signage for a reason, and I mean, for Jane again, it's just one of those things where like people still get lost. And for Anton, it's one of those things where you kind of wager like, I could probably play it off. I might not want to wander into these places in particular because that would be weird, but pretty much short of walking in a door that says staff only, you can go about it.
And as they kind of stood there watching the thing, Jane will just say to Anton, "Well, whichever ward is the highest on the highest floor, whichever one it is, like Ward B, fucking
St. John's Ward B,
same,
5.
whatever,
6,
fuck you, Ward."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, hey, well, my sister's in that ward, so
All right, sweetie. Give her the squeeze.
let's find an elevator.
Just give her a nod. Yeah, sure.
Just kind of looks around like, all right, playing it up. I am already lost on the lobby. Duh.
I mean, let's face it.
I'm the ditzy girlfriend walking around. Yeah.
On the bright side, it's almost like they've learned at least that much. From the lobby, you can see the elevators. They're right there. Now, it's a good thing you're standing where you were because they're on the back wall, and if you just walked in and looked, you would have been fucked. But no, oh, hey, look, the elevators. And there's some on that side, too. That's
Yeah,
nice.
Just start casually walking towards the elevator.
Hey, look, an elevator.
Pushes the button. Open. Waits for
Ding!
the door to open.
Also known as a lift.
Nope, it's an elevator.
It's a
Door
We're in
lift.
America now.
The door opens. It's the Black Sparrow dancer. Shit, we've been made. You know?
I've been had.
He twirls his mustache fiendishly,
I knew you'd use elevators.
and then
Just
promptly
like I suspected.
ties Jane to the train tracks. We're not sure
Yeah.
where he got the train tracks, but they're here now. God damn it! Nah, it just kind of the little button lights up with a little ping, and you'll hear there's like 3 elevators there, and you hear a movement, and all of them you're like, well, any minute, and there's a ding, and one of them lights up, and finally the doors open.
Steps inside. Pushes the button. Leans up against the back. So he's out of people's ways.
I'm just assuming you're hitting the highest number you can.
Yep.
Yep.
Pushing this one leg up. Yep, we're going to the top.
Oh yeah, this one.
Penthouse suite, baby. Pushing it.
God damn it. All right, buddy. You hit the highest number that is offered.
This poor guy who's in the elevator with us as well. Jesus Christ.
And, the door shuts and it starts a-chugging. Actually, pretty smoothly. It's almost like it's really pertinent these things stay in good repair. So yeah,
Are there people in the elevator with us?
No.
Aww.
No, you don't get to creep people out in the elevator. You're grounded.
I mean, no, Anton just leans up against the fucking... probably the back wall.
Now, if you come during prime time, you would have had to share the elevator. But no. No, you just get this really, really needless pause with elevator music. Pretty much. And I mean, it's a good, up-to-date, well-maintained elevator. It doesn't take too long, but the thing's not exactly gonna whoosh up the fucking shaft. So
The fucking turbo lift.
no. So I mean, it takes a second. As you can see, there are quite a few floors. Any thoughts before the ding?
I fucking hate elevator music.
It's pretty much, yeah. I just don't like these things in general.
Do 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 do. Yeah. Ding, and the doors whoosh open.
That slow-mo whoosh as well, so we both look out as the dramatic trailer of this game plays.
Both of us
Lost
put on
Cub.
sunglasses and we slow-mo walk following each other out.
I think that slow-mo walkout as well as the teen music plays, like Lost Cub, you know. But yeah, no, we're walkout.
Let's not forget the dung dung right at the
Mhm.
end.
Fucking Law and Order SVU noise.
Written by Dick Wolf. All right. But yes, the doors whoosh open and it's an elevator. I'm hoping you step out before they close again.
Yeah. Oh no,
That'd
do
be
you know
awkward.
Anton does the ultimate asshole thing? Presses every button as he's walking out. Just ding 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 ding
Wow,
ding
does
ding.
he really?
Yep, close and steps out.
Lose renown for being
You
an ass.
honorless son of a bitch!
Lose all your honor.
Presses the buttons and just like walks out like, yeah, there you go, dickless.
I mean,
There's
here's hoping
no-
you didn't need that elevator again.
I just looked at Anton. There's nobody in there.
Oh, I know. But somehow, some way, someone will need it and they won't get it.
In a hospital.
There's just a lock, just like
You've lost your mind.
you just wanted to press all the buttons, didn't you?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Until you changed.
Now I see your true colors.
I don't even know you anymore.
Things change, Jane. Sometimes you have to push the buttons.
Long live the king.
Throws Jane out a window. Oh God.
But
That's-
Jane will search
magical
the ever
journey.
amount of growing signs for a toilet on this level.
I'm sorry, I keep derailing. I just have this image of just signs covering the entire wall.
It's just stickers, like fucking stickers everywhere.
No, it's just one of those things where, like, every time you come to a hall, there are little signs going, radiology this way, blah blah blah.
They're not little. They're not little at all.
No,
the
they're
big
not.
arrows kind of painted on the wall, like radiology this way.
Though, you know what? I'm not even gonna make a roll because Anton knows his terminology. You can tell that the top floor, at least this floor, seems to be, from what you're seeing on the signs as you guys look, desperately for the bathrooms, seems to be a mental health ward.
Oh boy. Look around. This looks like psych.
Looks like a what?
This is what they do to treat people with mental health problems. Psych ward.
Oh. Yeah, no, I was on one of these, I think. Kind of looks around.
You're in the psych ward.
Amnesia, Anton.
Yeah, no, shit. Mainly these would be dealing with stuff like depression, suicide. Patients that normally escape a unit that would be after injuring themselves, like schizophrenics, dementia.
Yep, for the most part, you've got of course, as a side effect of this, there's fairly bright, happy colors in here, and I mean the view's fantastic. Those windows ain't going nowhere. That is
Oh yeah, no.
that
I know.
is.
There's
Oh yeah.
so many bright, happy colors, it makes me sick.
Anton, look at this. They're colors. My God, Jane.
Look at this happy sunflower. It's so happy.
Jodie.
I'm never going to be able to do a broody scene with the two broody characters. So good though. I'm not even mad.
She will look for a toilet.
Oh yeah, you can eventually. I mean, go down the hall long enough, you'll see signs for a restroom.
Here's the thing, Jane, and not Jane. Fuck, Katie.
Oh, it's me.
Why? What do you want from me? Hello.
Here's the thing, Jane. No. I'm just piquing my curiosity because it's too good to pass up. Do I see any of those spirals as I'm passing by room to room as we're walking along trying to find the bathroom? Because you can see sometimes into patients' rooms and stuff. Do I see anything like that?
From here, you're not seeing patients' rooms. Mostly, you're passing like larger, like wings, like various wards and stuff, but you're just walking down like one of the main halls. You don't really have like doors into patients' rooms here.
I'd start walking along the halls, probably getting a bit closer, and he's like, I want to check something.
Jane,
Alright.
like, he walks right past the bathroom. You pause, and it's like, bro.
Just stops, looks around at him. Why? What are you looking for?
Just, I want to be doubly sure.
All right.
The best place to look sometimes in something that you're gazing at when it deals with the madness of the mind is often to look in an area that has it. Madness. I just want to see something. If they are in this hospital, think about it. She starts walking backwards.
You still haven't told me what you're looking for.
The spiral mark.
All right. That I can work with.
It's their
Yes.
tag.
Just
They're
stop.
walking on.
Just start following him.
There's like a nurse station, isn't there, Katie? Or a reception desk?
If you go, eventually, sooner or later, yes, you'll run
Yeah.
into kind of a more open, kind of mini lobby situation. There's not really seating, but there is, a nurse's desk and, several doors that are accessible. But it looks like the kind of thing where you probably have to be like buzzed in.
Oh yeah, no. Anton will stand there awkwardly. He's like, follow along. I've got this.
All right. Following.
He'll look to try and, because I think you have like the doors that you have to kind of be buzzed in. I think you push the button. That's the way to do it in the hot way.
It's like an alarm.
Yeah.
Or
Essentially,
doorbell.
you're going to be able to walk up to actually, sure, before you get to the station itself. Yeah, you can hit the little button.
Yeah, because they have to keep the doors locked anyway. So
Yeah, you'll see the nurse glance up from the station and kind of glances. I mean, there's plenty of panel to the door, so they can do exactly that. And you'll hear like a buzzing noise as she reaches over, depresses a button.
yeah, he'll push open the door and like hold it open for Jane. Again, plain all normal.
Yeah, no, she'll walk in.
You walk up to the nurse's station, all friendly and smiley, and hi, hey, that kind of awkward, like, sorry to bother you type thing,
And yeah, for what it's worth, the nurse, kind of gives you maybe a little bit of a puzzled smile, but still kind of that pleasant retail sort of smile. What can I do for you? Did you get lost?
No, thankfully we found the place. I don't know if the school rang ahead. Sorry, not school. He wouldn't have said school. The college rang ahead. With they're doing the applied psychology course. Myself and one of my colleagues here are on placement, and we're traveling from Roanoke and doing all the general hospital areas as well. And we were doing this survey.
Oh. And I mean, she, as much as there's definitely a clock on the wall, but she like glances down at her watch. And they told you to come after visiting hours?
He'll lean in. We've been kind of going around, extra hours, all that the university doesn't have really a lot of money anymore, so they've after cranking up the hours per student rate. No pay, but more hours to work, really. And we come after visiting hours, and we kind of, well, there's afternoon, then there's late evening, so they told us that's what we have to do. Unfortunately, you kind of give her that, like, oh, exhausted. I'm a student totally, and this is over my head smile.
It's a very specific kind of smile.
Mm-hmm. It's that like, please just help me out here, bro. Do you know what I mean?
Probably helps as well that Jane's hair looks much like it does in the picture. Just kind of like, this is tired hair.
It's
So tired.
All right. Do you have whatever papers they sent with you, or?
No, they told us you'd be filling out that. You'd be giving us forms that we'd have to fill out.
Sure. I figured the
Oh, I
college would
know.
have.
Oh, I know. But he leans in. It's an IT college, so unfortunately, they expect you to do everything for them. Really, it explains why they're out of money. Give that. I need this college course to live. Do you know what I mean? Smile.
Okay, I'll
Do you want me to roll anything to make it more believable there, Katie?
Oh, don't you worry. You're about to hit the hitch where she starts kind of like, all right, sits down and pulls open, a file drawer. Is like, all right, I'm sure I have something here. I'll page my supervisor. And do you guys have your IDs? We'll probably need to, get everything squared away.
Okay.
Preferably a student ID.
Okay, now I got this. Reaches into his wallet. I know my student number, but I don't have my ID card, if that's any help.
She kind of like does that hiss in of breath, like, I'll see, but
I mean,
we'd have to probably call and verify it.
I mean, it could just come up on the registry that it's there, and you could call and verify it in the morning, or the day after. It's no, what I mean. He just gives her that kind of.
She kind of understandingly nods. It's like, no, I mean, I understand. Just obviously, we can't give you access to the patients without confirming that you're with the program.
Oh no, of course not. I mean, I thought it was going to be supervised anyway. Like I thought that you would, we're not going to go in there or anything. That's what they said, that you would be showing us around and all that and just giving us like a brief overview.
You know what? I will. This is so far over my head. Sorry, guys. I'm going to get my supervisor over and pull out what looks like convincingly the right paperwork, and we'll get you squared away.
No problem. Smile.
Hang out. I think there's a bench over there. Kind of winces, like, because normally people don't have to, pause and sit around for any extended period of time.
No problem. We have a pack link by now, so in the back of Jane's head, all she'll feel is Anton is go do your thing. I'll stall this guy.
All right. All right. And yeah, she'll have a wander around.
I mean, at this point, there's a couple doors past the nurse's desk, and then there's the door you came in, which you'd need to get buzzed through, though that's not especially hard.
Yeah, no, but she'll look through. They'll just try and the first one that she sees. Slowly.
Are you just trying random doors?
I mean, it says go do your thing. Didn't specify what my thing was.
Anton will just say, go do your thing. There should be a bathroom down the hallway if you want to slip off into the other side, or if you want to check the patients out. Do it that way. There are places to look through the Umbra, I imagine.
And she just nods. Now that Tom actually understands what he's saying. And she'll go, is there a bathroom this side or not?
There's not one on this side of the doors, but you can easily ask her to just let you out the way you came in. It's just a matter of her hitting a button.
I know. She'll just fuck it. She'll just lean over and hit it herself if she's walked off. Has she walked off or?
No, she's right there.
Oh, right. I don't know. I thought she walked off.
No, she's right there at the desk, like flitting through files.
She's like, can you just buzz me out? I need to go to the bathroom.
Oh, yeah, no problem. And she reaches over and, you hear the, the very distinct buzzing noise. Yeah.
The most angriest
awful noise.
And Jay will walk out, go back to the bathroom.
All right, Katie, this is going to be a two-pronged attack. So, I will flick out my phone very, very, very easily.
I mean, it's your phone. You can, in fact, just whip it out of your pocket anytime you want. I need you to Dex technology. No, just what are you doing?
The phone goes flying down the hallway.
It actually slides under one of the locked doors.
You do it too easily.
So, he knows one person that actually does do college courses, which is funny. He will message Carla real quick. Not Carla, not Carla, fuck. There, Lizzie. And he will obviously message Ophelia. And he'll both message the two of them very quickly and say, I need your college ID for something real quick.
Fucking Lizzie's just like, I mean, I don't think you look like me.
They're not gonna check it. Just give me your ID code.
I mean, and actually, all things considered, you have done Ophelia a serious favor. She just sends you a quick snapshot of both sides of her fucking student ID.
No, he'll message back just the number on it. Just your student number.
She just quickly tippity taps it in.
Looks at it and nods. He just nods to himself like, there's two IDs. That'll give me some time, and I won't check it till tomorrow. Nodding to himself, I'm going to convince her she won't check it till tomorrow.
Oh, Jesus!
Convincing. But he just nods to himself.
All right. Well, you have a student ID number, and Lizzie eventually can be coaxed into giving you hers. She thinks it's odd, but okay. She assumes you're trying to get a discount for something.
That's what he says. He'll just say they're doing half price on stuff for cinemas later. I thought I'd book us some seats.
Oh boy, noted.
Yeah.
Yeah, she'll give you the ID number
with the smiley face at the end of it. I'm a liar, smiley face.
The smiley face of lies. Okay, liar.
Yep.
You have two student ID numbers from two different colleges, one of which is in New York.
Yep. I have a manip subterfuge score of 10, Katie. I've got this. So he'll lean forward. Has she brought the files over?
Oh yeah, she's tugged out a couple of clipboards, has pulled out a couple papers, and has honestly just as you come over, is like, oh, perfect, here, and just hands you a clipboard with the sheet to fill out and the pen.
What he'll quickly do when she turns around is he'll put the one for Ophelia on his one and the New York one on Jane's. Just quickly, like write down while she's turning around, probably just to do something other nursing activity,
I mean, she just kind of passes it off and smiles and goes back to kind of anxiously checking the screen, like, please tell me you're on your way. Please, anyone, supervisor, please.
He'll lean over.
I mean, you don't have to be ninja about it. She literally hands you the two clipboards.
Yeah, he'll just sign them very quickly, fills out the form, and he'll leave that down to for Jane to fill back when she comes back.
Oh boy, it has things like phone number and address.
Oh, he gives a fake fucking phone number, fake address. So much levels of fake. Do you mean what kind of role does it accurately portray how fake this shit will be?
I'd say with Streetwise to just kind of think up feasible looking addresses and numbers.
Streetwise that. So I'll drop a willpower on this just to be safe. Well, quick thinking come into play here.
Sure, actually, because you have to do this. You're thinking on your feet.
3 successes with the willpower spend.
Okay. So yeah, you jot down some very believable address and numbers, and fill out yours, and I assume leave some of hers undone.
Yeah. Just basically all Jane has to do is write a name and she's sorted. You know what I mean? That type of shit.
Yeah, she has to write like 1 or 2 things in and obviously sign it, because otherwise, how believable is that?
Pretty much. And then she'll lean over as the woman's answering, and he'll like lean over with that kind of sympathetic. Yeah, sorry about this. I know it's kind of late. The college kind of called us late too, so we kind of had to rush.
Oh, yeah, I guess sometimes they just don't think to afford me on these things, even though it's a ward that I'm assigned to. She just takes the clipboard, starts keying things in.
If it's late coming in, like, I don't know, maybe the college has an email. They said they were in the process of emailing you guys, so it might have come through all the way. I don't know. It kind of rubs that head. We just got a call literally about 2 hours ago, and we've been driving since. Yeah. Just gives this sigh.
Oh, where are you coming from?
What's believable that's a long distance away from here?
Truth be told, Roanoke is still the largest
College.
college. I mean, the closest college is Virginia Tech, but there are other like small colleges around. You did say it was an IT college, so you can again do a quick like with Streetwise to like from this place where this college totally is.
Quick thinking, I'm assuming is definitely coming in,
Yes.
so that's fucking 3 successes.
Yeah, you just like I don't know, fucking Lynchburg or some shit, and
Yeah, we'll go
name
with
some
Lynchburg.
doofy IT college, like I don't know, ECPI has a
There you
fucking
go, kid.
campus there.
There you go. ECPI Lynchburg. Applied psychology.
Whew.
Hmm. I'm trying to
All
upgrade
right.
to get. I'm trying to upgrade to get to Virginia Tech.
Yeah, Tier Tech's actually pretty baller. I mean, I came
Really
from
cool.
a podunk place, you know, down south, so
Oh,
I feel you.
at least somebody does finally smile.
I hope you have your student IDs. I'm pretty sure I have to scan them. Or some form of photo ID.
I mean, I got my driver's license, but that's about it, really.
That'll work. It's a photo ID.
Thinks to himself, fuck. In the back of his head, fuck. He is really tempted to do what you don't need to see my student ID.
You cannot use the force! Not even with 10
Anton
dice.
waves his hand.
You don't need to see my student ID.
These aren't the student IDs you're looking for.
looking for. These aren't the student. Anyway. Fuck me. All right, Jesus. I need to think.
Yeah.
I need to think, Katie.
Well, would you like a moment to think, buddy? Because I can flip-flop over for a second and give you a minute.
Yeah, because that's after throwing me for a loop. It's like, fuck.
Alright, so, camera 2! As Jane goes through a mirror.
Jane jumps through the mirror.
She ends up on a giant chessboard.
I like how, alright, I'm just going to put this out there. We cut over. The first thing I see pop up on my Facebook is, help me!
You're gonna lie. Fuck you.
Oh, I couldn't help myself. Either way, gotta concentrate on this tour. Jeez.
Asking for your help. Alright, Tom.
You guys can conspire as much as you like in the background. In the
We do.
meanwhile,
we always do. It's just perfect fucking timing. All caps.
Like we
all Alright.
haven't done it, man. Fuck.
no, you're fine. It was just, the timing was pretty amazing. All right, so you wibbledy wobbledy through a mirror. Congratulations. You're in the Umbra. Everything's sad now. Just like you like it.
Yes. Nah, this is more like it. But she'll poke her head out the bathroom door. Kind of check if the coast is fairly clear.
Well, this ward is a special place. High or low, Tom?
High roller, baby.
Oh boy. Let's play a game.
I want to play a game. That's what I thought.
You lucky bastard.
Jackpot!
Oh, it's so clear. You've never seen a place so clear as this is clear. You lucky fucker. God damn it! I wasn't ready.
Oh. But anyway, so
God.
she just kind of looks left,
Damn it.
looks right, looks left again. Like, holy shit. It's the clearest thing I've ever fucking seen. Yeah, and she'll walk out. She'll start walking back to where the door was, where Anton is, on the other side.
All right, let me give a thinky think. You walk up to. I mean, honestly, the echo's pretty similar. Wow, that is not what I wanted. All right,
Ugh.
let's go for one of the other ones, shall
Oh
we?
shit! Great.
There you go. There.
Perfect.
That's homey. All right. So, with less fucking up and randomly putting you in a bathroom again, thought you just walked out of that. Jeez. Yeah, you walk down, and it's kind of a similar setup, a bit, albeit it looks very degraded. And as you might expect, there are little pattern spiders doing their thing. This is an electric door. Of course, they're there. There's very fanciful cord-like webbing. It looks a lot like kind of a nifty circuitry design on the door, and they're just puttering around, blinking.
Yep, it should just kind of like, poke one of them that's kind of on the lock.
You poke it. A little bright red LED comes on, like, hey, essentially. It's funny because it flashes and, yeah, spirit speech. You hear, like, hey.
I'd like access to this door, please.
There's a pause. A light blinks a time or two. Access granted. And the door just opens.
There's a moment where she's like, all right, I'm going to get my wallet. Oh, wait, yeah, no, this one. So it's literally just a buzzer.
Oh.
Aha. Let's get ready to pull that old trick out again. But she'll walk on through, look around. And yeah, seeing that, and what I imagine is a literal mirror setup. Just a shit-looking version of the other side.
Mm-hmm.
She will kind of go over to one of the first rooms, and she will actually just try the door, poke her at him very carefully. But
you go into basically there's a door to either side of where the desk is set, and they are similarly electronically closed, and have little keypads or little swipey swipes, whatever have you. Actually, I guess it's just one of those little touch things nowadays. So there's just a fat happy little pattern spider sitting there, like, yes, give me. You walk over and stand in front of the door, and it actually picks up its little legs and wibbles them at you, like, gimme.
But she will look around as she's walking through the room. Is there anything like distinctly out of place that doesn't look like it should be here, like hospital wise?
I mean, your version of a hospital is always interesting. Do you have sense worm?
Do I have sense worm? Damn right I fucking do.
You could do that.
Alright, what's the roll for that?
It is intelligence occult, I believe.
Alright, do I have a cult?
I hope so. You're a Theurge.
I have one occult. Beautiful. I might be a Theurge, Katie, but I'm also a lost cub, didn't you remember?
How dare you? Get in the library. Jesus. Talk to the fountain or some shit.
That is however many.
Let me take a little looky-loo.
7769.
Beautiful. There's definitely some thicker traces in here. Not like really, it doesn't stand out the way the marks did before, but it's one of those things where it's like, oh, something gross was here.
Something's been here, kind of thing.
Something gross has been here.
I don't know. And she'll, are these the only two doors, or are there more doors?
No, it's just like you came in through one door, and then there's two more doors from there into this particular set of wards.
All right. So these aren't just like, all right, fair enough. So yeah, no, she'll go up.
This is essentially a bottleneck. So, yeah, you can walk up. The little spoder, again, just like does the little wibble of like, gimme.
She'll
Picks
just
up his little
kind
petty palps.
of go digging through her wallet, basically, just like, which haven't I used yet? Of just the amount of credit cards that they've fucking stolen off people, kind of thing.
I could just see her being like, oh, this one's used, flicks over her shoulder.
Yeah, basically. So she's just like, look through. Like, it's kind of a case of she kind of cracked them as they're used. So, like, the driver's license that Anton gave her that was stolen, it's cracked on the corner, but she's kept it because, he gave her that. It's technically still his. But she'll probably pull out one of the credit cards that she's had off somebody. I'm pretty sure she had one.
I'm fairly sure you did.
Yeah, she was like, for access to the door, I'll give you this. Kind of wiggles it in front of him.
The little light starts blip blip blipping. Give me a. Oh, what should we use for taunting? It'll be charisma something. Why don't I have the Roll20 open anymore? Oh, I do. It's over there. It's way on the opposite side of the tabs. Manipulation expression, because you totally want this, right? Don't you want it?
Oh no, expressing oneself. This.
My one true weakness.
That's one.
It bloopity bloops a couple times, and then and you can't decide if it's offended or confused. It's just kind of like incorrect identification. Blink blink. Like it seems puzzled. Maybe it didn't get it. It was all eager, happy for an ID. It's confused now. But it's not mad, and it hasn't said no.
I would like access to this door. I do not have the ID you're looking for, but in exchange, I'll give you this, which is unregistered information to you.
There's more thoughtful blinking. Would you like to try again?
Yes.
Roll again, buddy.
Same thing.
Yeah, it'll essentially it's essentially a prolonged roll, extended roll. There you
That's
go.
fail.
And again, like it pauses, blink blinks, and kind of makes that obnoxious buzzer noise, but not in the way that you imagine the door open. Just kind of like a bang. Nope.
And I am curious. I'm not entirely sure. This paneling works across Umbra, right?
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anton will just hear stupid fucking doors.
Jane will hear.
Identification information. Wibble wibble.
That's the problem. I need a bat. Ooh, Jane. Ooh, ooh.
What?
All right. What are you stuck with?
Well, it's definitely something's been through here. It's probably been a while. By a while, I mean like a day.
Okay.
There's residue of shit, but I can't get through any of the doors. The things here are a little more specific on their ID.
Okay. Is there any way you can use your spirit, Hinky Dink, to make it more applicable to you?
My spirit, hinky dink.
Yeah. Bribe the thing.
I've been trying. It doesn't like this stuff, the shit that I've got.
Well, figure out what it does like.
Well, I'm trying. It likes
Ask
the
it.
ID.
Ask it.
I already know what he's going to say.
No, have you asked him?
All right, let me. Right.
But wait. Before you go.
What?
Help me.
Help me. Yeah, no. I need you to help me come up with a lie. Because she is asking for. I've managed to stole her on student IDs, and I've got quote unquote student IDs. But she's asking for to scan them, which means I have to give over a driver. I have a driver's license, but that gives my real name. So, Jane, how can I not make sure she scans that?
All right. Where's the scanner?
Let's take a look around. Can I see the scanner?
I mean, you see one of those kind of combo printer scanner, generic office printer type doodads on another panel behind her.
I think
You assume that's probably what she's going to use.
she's going to be the one doing the scanning, not me.
Yeah, no. Just tell me where it is.
Look over. It's across the room from her. Like right across where she is. She just has to swing over on the chair type shit.
And Jane will look around. Katie, do I see an echo of webbing for the scanner?
Oh, you see webbing for her little station. Like the station's there, she's obviously not, but there are little webs happily dancing all over it, and spiders very industriously beep booping back and forth from the computer, and probably a phone. I mean, you can't tell necessarily exactly what electronics they represent, but yeah, you can see patterns for them. There are several on the desk where she was facing, and there's another like kind of desk situation, like shelf behind her, and there's more back there. So yeah, you can see kind of yeah, you get a rough idea.
All right. Think I've got it. You know what, Katie?
Mm-hmm.
How many are there?
How many things they seem to be representing, or how many spiders?
How many? How many spiders first?
I mean, it's not like there's a fucking massive swarm of them, but like you're used to at the hospitals, there's certain lines that they're just going back and forth on. One of the I'll say one of the lines, it seems more populated than the others. And they're going, pretty industriously, like, quick marching it back and forth up that one. The other one, there's one kind of like sitting at the top of the web where there's, a nice little design on the desk, and he's just sitting there, plunked. Even the light only dimly kind of glows for the moment. And then on the shelves behind, there is a couple, but they seem fairly dormant at the moment.
All right, I've got a plan.
Well, all right, that would be good if you could do that pretty quick.
Yeah, you just hand everything over like you expect to. Tell me when she's about to scan it,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna piss off the spiders and hopefully pull the plug.
All right, go. I'm doing it. He'll hand over the driver's license. Like, there you go. What?
This is bad shit.
You know what? Just let me look at your sheet, because this is comedy gold, and I do not want to ruin it. But
I have common sense, if that will help.
Your common sense. You can piss them off, and that will probably fuck whatever they were supposed to do. But it will not guarantee. Like it would probably look like the machine failed to work. You could bribe them to change the information. You could even probably try to distract them away so they weren't there to do their job with something besides really, really pissing them off. But I mean, pissing them off will do it. But common sense wise, you don't necessarily have to make them angry, because you know damn well there's a lot of them in this hospital, and if you make them mad enough, that's going to end in tragedy.
That is good enough for me. Idea still stands.
Okay. And yeah, on the other side, she'll take the idea and be like, "Oh, thanks," and turn around and open the scanner bed, go lay it down.
He's like, "Whatever you're gonna do, Jane, do it now."
And she'll go down to the ones that kind of look like, because like there's the one on the desk. All right, that's the PC. Got that. There's a few little ones. That's the phone. The kind of little tower of them with the webbing. That's got to be the scanner. She's gonna go over to them. I get one of them's attention.
Okay.
And she will just stick her hand into it, blast a gnosis.
That'll distract them. What are you trying to do or say when you do this?
I need you to slightly alter, changing information, change the name, first name and surname to object random.
Oh, fuck me.
And I mean, here's the thing: you don't even necessarily make the deal beforehand. You just kind of blast it with a gnosis, and it's like, "Buh!" And all its little LEDs and shit fire off like, "Whoo!" And you definitely have its attention now. And you're like, object random, and it just kind of replies in a slightly stronger tone than the others with randomizing now. And you'll see one of the others on the machine, like, as she's using it on the one side, like, a little light flicks on one of the spiders. As the scanner goes off, one or two, the one, in fact, that you've fucked with, muscles its way down and skitters across, and the light on its back kind of siren style whirls instead of flashing. And it sets its little leggy legs on various strands. And as I'm on the one side, it spits out the piece of paper as Anton's butthole clenches to diamond producing levels. And on your side, randomization complete.
There's just a deep breath. She slowly pulls her hand out. It's like, yeah, I was thinking quickly. Let's just back it like, what's it look like?
Lean forward, puts on that Anton charm smile because you know what? If all else fails, fall back to the flirt game.
Do you want to just roll an alertness to see if you can see the paper? She snags it up.
Yep. Gonna do that, Katie. Go as fast as I can. I don't see it.
You don't see it. But she does turn around and she picks up the paper and seems content and sets that in on the clipboard and sets it over with the clipboards behind the desk and then turns around to give you back your ID and said, "Thanks. Sorry, I know it's a hassle."
Just smile. It's no problem. Puts the ID in his pocket like. I did, internally, I think we're okay.
So, I then pull the power.
Mm-hmm.
Because I realize there's at least 100 of these things in this room. Just check your ID.
Looks down to the driver's license.
Thankfully, your ID is not what it was controlling or using, so your ID seems fine.
So,
I'm fine.
Oh, God.
It looks like it did when you handed it to her.
That's good. I didn't know how that could go.
Okay. You have you asked that thing yet? I'd consider asking it what it wants, rather than just assume it's a spirit.
I was too busy panicking about getting your name off that goddamn piece of paper. So, just if she calls you something weird, just go with it.
No, don't worry. I got this. I will handle this, no problem. And what I will do is you leave her to me.
All right. Yeah, and then Jane will just walk back over to the door.
All right, Katie. He leans forward and puts on that smolder.
That's smolder, you say?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, she does finally kind of glance towards the door and then look at your smolder and be like, "Is your friend okay?"
We lean in. She had a bit of a rough night the other night. That's why. Those dirty kebabs you're not supposed to get after a night out? Yeah, well, she got one. So she's panicking.
I will take your word for it. Just
Trust
thought maybe
me.
it might have been nerves, but okay.
It's a bit of both. It's a bit of both. She's been like this all morning. She first we had Anton, let's go out. No, he won't say his own name. He'll be like, first let's go out, and then I don't want to go out, and then does my hair look okay? And, I mean, I told her everything's fine, but we lean in. Everything's not fine. You know what I mean?
Give me your fucking roll.
What am I rolling?
What I'm assuming manip expression.
Okay.
We're going
with persuasion. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 successes.
Okay, yeah, she seems to sympathize and is like, do you want to wait?
Give her about another 5 minutes. I mean, I don't mind getting started. The other bird catches the worm, but she will be out literally in about five minutes.
Okay. And you know what? Let me get you a person real fast. Set open folder. There we go. That would be amazing. I will find the picture eventually, but the someone else will come in and essentially be glancing over the paperwork and gesture you to follow them in.
Gives sort of the nurse that smolder wink, like I'll see you later. You know what I mean?
Are you smoldering? Are you rolling for it, buddy?
Fuck
Are you
it.
really trying to seduce this nurse?
Fuck it. I am playing the role of a horny 18-year-old. I am a horny. You know what I mean?
You are a
Fuck it.
horny 18-year-old. Don't lie.
Fuck it. So it's appearance 3, subterfuge 4, plus the extra 2 dice from Crow. That's not a bad dice pool.
Wait. Oh, it gives you subterfuge dice.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Look what you've done.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
There's an awkward little wave because you're making it look an awful lot like you two are a pair, but
Hot
hey,
down. Hang on. Yeah, hot down. As Anton walks down the street, walks down the hospital lane like this. Walking, does that type of shit.
all right. Actually, give me a quick intermission. And I'll let you two conspire for a second. Be right back.
So, Anton will hear as he's smouldering off. So, what exactly are you looking for?
Spirals have a particular mark. It's like an actual spiral shape. I've been
Right.
trying to do research on it, and I've come up with, various occult elements from modern day history. But one thing is clear. They use the blood as part of a ritual for whatever it is. Now, my guess is, if they are using this hospital, well, they've got the perfect people to use it on. The ones whose mind is already demented.
All right. And you think he'll see one of those that side?
No, but they'll be talking. I imagine it'll be on your side, but I want to hear what they're saying. Because let's be real, you could pick up anything. It's like needle in a haystack here. And who'd believe them?
Yeah, no. Makes sense.
And if they were really targeting this whole hospital, this would be the place to start it, particularly if they're using barbiturates. The psychiatric nursing world is full of them. This is what they're primarily used for.
All right. That makes sense.
Are you doing okay?
Oh no, the door is just, decided wants to take some time to boot up now.
Aside from the door, are you doing all right?
Yeah.
Sure?
Yeah, fine.
Okay. I'm just checking on you.
Be doing better if you'd wear the fucking Kevlar vest.
I'm not going to wear a Kevlar vest in a hospital, Jane. I'll wear it next time.
No, you will. Because if I find out when I walk in the house and your Kevlar vest is still there, but you've gone out, well, you'll know about it.
No?
Yeah?
Oh my.
Yeah?
I return. Sorry. So Anton, real quick, let me give you a face. Ugh. Facey face. For your dude face. Fuck it. That seems legit.
Is that the nurse? Is that the nurse? Go. Oh my.
Male nurses are a thing. This is the person who's actually taking you in, not the person you flirted with at the
other
table.
person, I was like, oh.
That would have been amazing. But no, I used female pronouns the whole time. Person at the desk at least identifies as female, though, I mean, I guess he could too if he really wanted.
This is the most awkward
Yeah,
part of
it's
my life.
2019, Katie. Jeez.
I suppose, but no, this will be the person who actually comes to the door and gestures you to, checks the paperwork, make sure everything's good and signed, and yeah, there's a copy of a fucking photo ID, cool. There's a college, student number, cool. It kind of gestures you come on, and, kind of pauses, I thought there were two of them. She's like,
She's having a bit of a incident in the bathroom. It happens when she gets nervous.
He just has that moment of oh, so we're just going to be, it's that, oh, so we're just going to say it. Nods, it just kind of gestures you to follow him in.
Jade's case of irritable bowel syndrome strikes again. Yeah, I just wanted to just follow in, all chill.
Yep. And meanwhile, now that you've made some progress, let's flippity dip it back to Jane.
No, she'll go up to the door again.
All right. Your best friend makes with the pedipalp wiggles.
It's just kind of like
gimme.
It's the slow eye roll of I already know what you're gonna say.
You eye roll and you think this to yourself, and it goes, identification, please.
It's like, whoa, what that?
Surprise!
You know what? Fuck it, because she's still got that idea of that random person that Anton stole the random idea of. You'll just pull it out. It's like, here it is. Try it.
Is this the one you guys took from the hospital before?
Yeah.
Yup. I completely forgot I had that as well last time. Yeah, she'll try it.
Yeah. You're doing some herping and derping, but yeah, you passed the ID, and let me think. High or low?
High roller.
That is obnoxious, and I don't accept it. I hate that. I don't know why that person's ID would work for this, but sure enough, it takes it gimme, yes, and does a quick scan, and identification accepted, and the door whooshes open.
Jane replies in the backlink in her best hacker voice, I'm in. Yeah, she'll step in. I'll poke her head around a bit. Have a look at this room.
All right. So what you will both be walking into on either side of the gauntlet essentially is you're basically going down a short little walk and then into what opens into kind of a common area. You can tell there's a little push open door off to one side for probably cafeteria type stuff. And just down the way is a hall and rooms. So essentially, yeah, open room, and for Anton, it's actually it's actually nice. The couches don't look really overworn. They don't look obnoxiously fresh and uncomfortable. They just look the place looks relatively comfortable. It's a fucking psych ward. This is obviously for low risk patients, but there's a lot of stuff to do in here. There's pretty much everything. There is a little nurse station inside, and a door behind that, probably for the staff to use. And then, yeah, it's cafeteria, food over there, and then rooms down that way for the people in this ward.
He'll follow where the nurse is telling him to go.
You just kind of get the walkabout. You're getting the slow-mo version because you have to pause and it's like, okay, so we do this here, we do that there. We provide all of these things, showing you the lot, and it's the whole tour. So have fun, buddy.
Oh yeah, he'll take it all in.
On the bright side, Brian here is very pleasant.
He's from Miami.
Shh.
Ask a shit ton of questions to Brian about all the patients, about everything.
You ask many fine questions, and he provides many fine answers. But since Jane is not being slowed up, we'll stick with her for the moment. And again, you're seeing essentially the same thing, but in your usual corroded view. I'm going to roll a die. Cool. So, as you come in, Jane, buddy, pal, friendo, you walk in and oh, a room. Cool. And you look left. Oh, hey. A nurse station, I guess. Kind of fucked up. There's some spiders there. And that looks like a, push door to wherever they prep or maybe seat people for food. And then you look right. And man, that hallway. It's not empty, buddy.
Does it see me?
That is a very silly question. I want you to look at this picture and just say it again.
Do you see me?
I gotta ask. My first question was, all right, is it looking my direction? I'm like, it's looking in every direction, all right. But has it seen me? So is it on it? Is it walking towards me? Is it angrily screaming?
There you go. It is not, at least at the moment, showing signs of aggression. It sees you. It can't not see you look at it. But for the moment, it's in the hall. It has one of its, kind of weird half, almost made out of veins, hands, kind of pressed on the little window panel of one of the doors to, a person's room. And the largest eye is focused that way, but the others peter around, but it hasn't responded with aggression.
It's got its hand on a patient's room.
It's got a hand on the door, yes.
This is a poke back through the link as Anton's just getting, info dumped. I got contact.
What type of contact are we looking at?
Well, it's definitely looking all right.
Okay, that is descriptive.
It's one of those things we saw in the streets, the fairly bigger ones, dozens of eyeballs.
You mean one of the dogs?
No, not the dogs. The humanoid things.
Right.
Don't think we've actually ran into one, but we've seen them.
Where exactly is it?
So as you come in on the right, and then however doors down it is, which door it's stood in front of.
It's the third door on the left side of the hall.
That's where Anton. Yeah, I'll start following along based off our description.
Are you just randomly leaving Brian behind?
Have I finished my lesson?
He's still doing the walk you through, talk you through. You don't exactly get to just run around free now, do you?
What did we pass by from that third door and 3 doors down? Was that a patient room?
Yes, those are that whole hallway is patient rooms.
He'll raise his hand. Excuse me, Mr. Brian. Yeah.
Mr. Brian. Oh my god.
I don't know his second name.
he kind of throws you a glance, yeah.
Would you mind re-going through the bit? I think you missed one of the patient rooms. Points at the door Jane was pointing at.
kind of like gives you a perplexed look. Oh, well, we haven't been down the hall yet, but if you are that eager, sure. Just kind of deviates.
You message back, Jane. All right, I'm gonna take a look at that on this side and see what I see.
All right, well, this thing's definitely interested in this door because he's definitely seen me. But
Well, hide then, James.
that hide, Anton. There's eyes literally in every direction on this thing.
Well, then make it dark. Don't know how to do that yet.
Just get on with what you're fucking doing. All right, I've got this. Well, don't you start this shit with me. How's your
Fucking-
tour? Huh?
Meanwhile, Jane, how much have you been like moving around, approaching, or are you just kind of standing there like,
she has been frozen in place. She's probably after she saw it ducked around the corner, but like back against the wall, and like so she's out of vision. It's kind of like peeking as slyly as she can at it to keep an eye on it.
Yeah, I mean, let me put it this way: every so often, like you did move, so you have some little bit of interest, but it just kind of glances when you peek around the door. It doesn't seem especially interested yet.
This Jade is like,
Yeah, whatever it is, it's too focused on this to even bear me much thought.
let me just look at that door when it's transitioning to, and I'll. This is the first clue we have of something obviously wormish here.
All right, let me know.
Then eventually I'll wait for Mr. Bryan.
Yeah, Mr. Bryan. Mr. Bryan
Bryan,
will,
sir.
Mr. Bryan, sir. Sir,
oh
please.
my god. Oh my god. So, Mr. Bryan, sir, does take you down the hall and just kind of explains, this ward is for, low risk patients, people who have, depression, suicidal thoughts, low risk, but some risk, and generally it's pretty low maintenance. But obviously, at one point he even like tunked his knuckles on like the quote glass. Nothing's going through that. So, I mean, he basically just kind of explains, it's about this time of night, so everyone has been brought back to their rooms. They've got some time to read, draw, whatever they like. We
Okay.
don't have to avoid sharp objects per se. Later tonight, we will go through, make sure we collect that, and and then it's lights out.
Just gives a nod. He'll just take a casual, like, oh, I'm just looking.
I mean,
Who's
you can
in-
glance in. There are windows on the doors.
Yep, I'm going right for that room where that creature is, and well, Jane's told me where it was, and I'll just look in.
You will see. Wish I had more pictures. Let me do a little dance. Through
Make
some
a little love.
folders. Not quite
Get down
that.
tonight.
Not quite that. You will see this motherfucker. Who
It's
is
Mr. Bryan. Oh.
No, this motherfucker. Who, as opposed to being surrounded by tissues, is just kind of laying on the bed and not especially lively, but has a little drawing pad or something there, and it's just kind of. Yep, she's got a cold and she's drawing. It's fine. And it's just kind of laying there idly. I mean, it doesn't look like writing, just doodling or something on the pad.
Tilts his head in. And I will roll a sense verm.
Feel free, good sir.
Sense firm.
Sense the verm.
Oh yeah.
With 3 10s, I sense the verm, KJ.
You were grounded. Done with both of you. So you sense the verm. The verm is there.
Thick or just mere taint?
It did get 3 10s. So I'll put it this way. It's kind of. It's not emanating from her so much as it's almost like sickly veins that you see for a moment. It's it's weird because again, it's not in a weird way. It kind of is coming from her, but it doesn't feel like she's necessarily.
Is it similar to what I saw from Carla's mom?
Kind of. Like, I'll put it this way: something's attached to her.
Yeah. There's a kind of similar.
Yeah, so something is definitely attached to her. Again, it's not like she is a fucking nexus of evil. She's just definitely attached to something.
And Jane will see Anton's like, oh. I don't think
What?
this is our lead, but Jesus.
What is it?
Whatever that thing is, it's attached to the person. But I don't think it's what we're looking for.
Shit.
Yeah. It's pretty fucked up, I'm not gonna lie.
So what do you think?
I mean, we could do something, but we came here for a purpose. These wormish things, they feed off it, so if they are in this hospital, that thing might know. But that's a risk, so it's too general.
I don't think. Right now, it's not interested.
No, that's what I mean. It's not the thing we're looking for. It's just another symptom.
All right.
Keep moving.
And yeah, no, she'll start moving further down the other hallway.
Basically, there's just the one hall. There's like a cafeteria area. There's like a nurse station. You can check those out.
Yeah, she'll check those
Like
out.
dining hall, I guess. All right. Which one are you gonna check out first, buddy?
Or whichever one comes first. So I assume it's
Probably
the nurse station.
Give me an investigation check.
Investigation. Ugh.
Do it.
I have this. That's 3 at 6.
Beautiful. Let me just quickly toggle things. It's so homey. All right, so 3 at 6. There are, again, you find similar traces as if someone's just kind of brushed their fingers here or there and just left gross in the wake, as if someone brushed their hand along the desk and it left almost a caustic stain on it.
I've got those markings again.
Where?
Nurse's desk.
Nurse's desk.
Yeah, stations.
What
Some things
about?
like we saw on the walls. The tracing.
Then it must mean then
It's been through here.
it's been through here or it's one of the nurses.
I'm gonna keep looking in the cafeteria.
Look away. I'll wait till Mr. Bryan has done his shit.
Yeah, she'll go into the cafeteria as well.
And for what it is worth, the place that's been brushed is kind of towards the front of the desk, where like it's not like behind it where someone would have.
Yeah,
to
no,
be
it's like
behind it.
it's on like the the customer edge, I guess.
Yeah, it's like as if someone just went to walk past it casually coming in and brushed their hand along it as they went. But yes, you can move into the dining area. Brian will kind of, Mr. Brian, sir, will ask if you're, obviously won't divulge, too much about any given patient. Won't give a name, but we'll give vague ideas of, what individuals are suffering from, whether they turned themselves in, came and signed themselves in, or were signed in. But won't give over much personal detail. And then we'll kind of go to push open the dining hall door and just kind of gesture in, like, and here's where we feed people. Like, there's obviously not a kitchen there. They bring the food in, but it's a little dining hall, just so things are a little contained and easier to deal with. And same thing for Jane, buddy pal friendo. It's a dining hall. There is another little staff entrance there where they, you assume, bring in the food. And in your case, everything's kind of toppled over and gross, but it's a room full of tables, chairs. In your case, a flipped over trash can. But yeah, dining hall.
Yeah, and she'll Jane will look around, look for anything, different, anything that shouldn't exactly be there.
You can try to investigate once more if you like.
Yes. Investigating. That's 3.
Oh, for 3, you'd give the place. You're pretty sure you'd give this place like a real thorough look over, even flick over some of the trays that have been flung into corners because, again, your version of the world is a little trashed. But you don't find any more signs like that. And it's one of those things where you may not find anything, but you're pretty confident that you gave it a good go, like a good look around.
She'll wander around. So. Looks pretty clear in here, though.
And yes, Anton, behold, a dining room.
How many other nurses are here? Just Mr. Brian?
What, in the ward right now?
In the cafeteria. Is there any other people here?
No, because they don't really do like the dishes and stuff here. Again, it looks more like they bring in the food and then they go ahead and remove everything to, clean it, whatever. So no, right now in the ward, like as a whole, besides the patients, it is just you and Mr. Brian, sir.
I'm a censor on Brian.
Okay.
No, just precaution. I can't use Sensorm anymore in the scene because I botched.
You did.
Naturally.
It's okay. It makes it exciting.
Yay. Okay. Well then.
Your little worm sniffer is worm sniffed out.
God damn it. But he's like, no, that's fine. Just hate myself. But so what he will do, is he'll what does Brian say when we get to the cafeteria?
He just kind of gives you an idea, for safety's sake, we don't really keep, cutlery in the kitchen, bring in meals, supervise eating, and collect everything when they're done. Make sure we keep track of who's eating and who isn't, how much. Some of these guys, they lose their appetite. It's really common.
Give us a nod.
And most of the time, if people are on meds, they'll get them with their meal. Just kind of gestures around. It's pretty cut and dry.
No, that part, yeah, no, makes total sense. Yeah.
Then he'll let you explore around if you really want to, but the dining room is not especially interesting.
No, Anton will proceed exploring.
Exploring, walking around this clean room with chairs and tables. And an empty trash can.
Yeah, no, he'll just walk around really, just not make a colossal deal out of it, but he just comes to just walk around like, oh, And he'll send a message to Jane. Did you try asking the Weaver spirits about why those things are there?
Not yet.
Might be a place to start.
I'll ask.
Woo.
Yeah. And before Jane leaves this room, I am going to throw a sense of worm at it as well.
What, just the dining room?
Yeah, just a general. See if there's anything going off in here.
Key. Oh, sneezes.
Uh,
I mean, it's... Bleh.
No idea.
There's... Bleh. Don't get anything really definitive, just kind of the oogie. In general.
Yeah. But no, she'll go back into the hallway. And Katie,
Mm-hmm.
are there in particular the spirits known as the camera spirits? Because Jane doesn't know any different.
What, like it's specifically digital eye, or?
Or just cameras. This place where cameras are.
There's one or there's probably like a spider tucked up in one of the corners, just kind of blooping, doing his little spoder thing. I mean, and you can't think of why else he'd be up there, really.
Yeah, pretty much. It's kind of like, all right, I'm looking for. There it is. And she'll kind of go up to it underneath it. The ceilings are higher than Jane is told, so. But she will.
And use blooping.
Hey. Clicks the fingers like, look at me. Wake up.
There's actually like the kind of cliche camera whirring noise, like you'd expect in a video game when a cam turns to face you.
Yeah, it makes the Metal Gear Solid noise.
It does. It makes the Metal Gear Solid noise. Because I fucking can.
And she'll just kind of like point at the mark that's on the table. Kind of thing left this.
Assessing. Signs of worm taint. Probably likely left by wormish entity.
Did you?
That's
Yeah, no. She's just like, all right. Thank you. Did you see what left it?
Designation: observe common area.
How long has it been here?
One moment.
There you go.
800 more!
800 years! Jane looks around. Ugh.
The stag just pokes his head out the webbing.
God. Markings are familiar, have been established. 4. Clicking, clicking, clicking. And then proceeds to rattle off, 2 weeks, this many days, this many hours, this many minutes, this many seconds, this many seconds, this many seconds.
Just kind of looks back at it. Does it, compared to the other ones, Kate, does it look as fresh as the other ones, or does it look like it could have been here 2 weeks?
I mean, it's hard to tell because for all you know, it's instant corrosion. For all you know, someone brushes their hand by it and it takes time to grow in. It's hard to tell how fresh any of them are.
But this one, all right. So let me spin it another way. Is it more defined than the others? Then
It looks about the same.
looks about the same.
Yeah, roughly. You're not exactly taking them side by side here, but it
No.
looks about the same as the others
No,
do.
Of course.
There's no marked difference.
Stinks for a second. And she'll ping back to Anton. Whatever left the mark left it 2 weeks ago.
Can you get a beeline over who it is?
I'd probably try and work something out.
What's the?
So I've got one of the cameras.
Okay.
As far as the camera's concerned, it's told it watches this area. It's just whether or not I can get it to give me the information I need.
Well, what's it saying so far?
Well, it's constantly repeating the seconds that when I asked it to, well, how long it's been here.
It did it for about 5 seconds and then stopped.
Yeah, it just stops as she says that. It's been here X amount of time. What left it was obviously wormish. Definitely identified that.
Ask for a description of wormish entity.
The shield is.
It's a machine. Think like a machine.
I am thinking like a machine, and with a description of wormish entity, you could just say wormish. But she'll look up to it. Can you give me the time of when it was put there?
It picks up the seconds.
Exact time when it was first put there.
I mean, it feels like it's answering the question. It told you it was this many, weeks, days, hours, minutes, seconds. That's when.
But I mean, like the time of when it was put there. Like, so 2 weeks ago, like, is it given a date, or is it just saying it was put here then ago?
Essentially, you would have to do the back math, but it has given you a very, very precise idea of when it was able to detect that mark.
Can you show me the video feed at that time? And she will actually hold her hand up. Just like, like gesture, like, got a little something for you.
Please provide authorization.
Got a little bit of my ditties. So
I mean, you can try actually manifesting gnosis and bribing, but
Yeah, it's basically what she's doing.
okay. Then roll me that manip expression, buddy. You want it? You want it?
want a little bit of these gnosis.
You want it? You want it?
Treat it.
It does some thoughtful worrying. What's the word I'm looking for? Hold on a second. Talking like them is odd when I can't produce the word I want. Content is classified. Please provide further compensation.
Just like, what the fuck?
Enterprise, just give it additional info. A little cherry on top of your pie.
And she will. Did we steal the guy's phone as well?
We stole everything.
I say. For more of an ST confirmation.
I honestly don't remember, and I will give it to you and assume you did. But I will beg and plead with you to keep a running tally of things that you have and have used,
Say-
just so for
No,
future
no, I
sanity
know what I
purposes.
know what I have and haven't used. That's different. It's what we looted from everybody. It's a different thing.
Oh. Anton will say in his mind, because I know what I got, because Kitty recently gave me my blue booking. It's all the stuff from the detective things that I stole.
This? What is this?
Yeah,
The
what?
info, the paperwork, essentially. Because you can transfer things over via Backlink and all the stuff that he was reading off. If you even open up his book that I was taking notes on, that I was written in all, like to re-edit my notes, and he'll be like,
Like, you can essentially read it aloud through the link, but unless you have eidetic memory, you can't perfectly recall that much information.
but I brought my little journal with me.
Well, exactly. You can read off what you have.
Yeah, that's basically what to do.
And then she'll look back up to it. There's some classified information for classified information. Spoken.
There's some whirring and some clicking, and then finally a faint beep. Please input.
Yeah, and then assuming Anton reads off the stuff, she'll read it.
Yeah, that's basically the description of Jane Doe's medical stuff, that the main points that Anton took down off the file.
Yeah, and she'll start to read now. Just repeat what she's hearing.
I'm pondering. Let's throw some luck onto this. All right. Yep, it listens until you stop. And there's another soft clicking noise. And it stretches out one of its little leggies. Its wee leggies.
She'll give it the gnosis.
And yeah, it just dinks its little leg on your hand, absorbs the point of gnosis, and in exchange, you'll essentially briefly be under the effect of the Mindspeak gift as you get it replayed for you what it has, which is your view abruptly jostles to its view, and there's some whirring as it rapidly rewinds and then plays. Now the problem is that from its vantage point, it doesn't see much of the desk. It's mostly obviously focused on the patients. So what you will see is someone pass by. You'll see the hand trail along the top of the desk. And you'll see like bits of the lower body. You won't get a face. I'll give you this. You're guessing, and in fact, I'll give you an alertness check to see if I can give you some extra. As you're trying to absorb all this, because you're only going to see it once.
Pretty much. All right. Come on, Crow. Let's hope these extra alertness dice going to help me out. There's one.
Hey, one is something. It is better than none. It is better than a botch. So yeah, it could be an even older woman, but you're fairly sure, if nothing else, from the size of the shoes and the general look of the hand, probably an adult male. White. The clothes, it's not quite like the scrubs or the uniform, but it is tidy. And the person is walking with a certain amount of confidence. Like, there's... You know what? I'll give you this. You do catch the brief voice. It's hard to pick out of the rest because there's all of the patients out talking, chattering, but you do catch a male voice, greeting people and kind of in passing, and then he passes kind of back obnoxiously out of view. But you do get a voice, which you might be able to recognize later, and you at least have an idea of what you're looking for.
Yep. Yeah, as the video clip ends and Jane's eyes stop spinning around in her head, she's like,
Yeah, your vision suddenly and abruptly goes back to your point of view. Jolt.
All right, I got something.
What you got?
It's not a lot. So 2 weeks ago, it's definitely male. Tidy, well kept. Probably by the way he's walking around this place or the way he speaks to people. He's got some authority higher up. Not exactly a doctor, but
Like a nurse?
no, not dressed like a nurse. Something higher than that. Not scrubs. Definitely not scrubs.
Consultant, probably.
Something like that, maybe.
Perfect. Well then, let's make sure we find him. After all, budding students and all that.
But I heard his voice.
All right, get back here then.
Yeah, and she'll start to make her way back.
All right. So Mr. Brian Sir finally is leading Anton out of the ward. Apologizes that your friend apparently couldn't make it, but hopes that he got you what you needed for your project. And yeah, Jane, you can pop out in the bathroom anytime you like. Out of curiosity, as you bypass your ugly friend, are you going to... I mean, you're back in its scope. Are you actually going to stop and look at it at any point? Like, really study it?
Yeah, because she's curious. She'll stop as she's about to walk through the door. She'll stop and look.
So here's the $1 million question. Do you make any kind of prolonged eye contact? It does glance over. It doesn't seem over interested.
I'd say probably about 4 seconds max. It's like looking at the feet up. Let's basically just kind of scans it, like looking at the feet up, up. Eyes, 1, 2, 3, 4. I've seen enough.
Yep. It glances, gets eye contact, and the one particular eyeball like fixates for a second. Like you see the focus, the little pupil like do the zoom. And what I want you to do is, you're at a pretty good distance and you're not looking for very long. Give me a willpower check. Difficulty will be fairly low. Let's see how you do. You shrug it off. It's just for a second, like as soon as you break eye contact, it fades. But for a couple seconds there, like when it snaps back and really, goes for straight eye contact, you feel this brief, not like jarringly sudden, but man, suddenly it's just lethargy and kind of, you just kind of start getting tired and disinterested, and you snap your eye away and it, give your head a shake and it fades, but it's just for those couple seconds, it was just like, ooh, no likey.
Yeah, but it's just kind of like snaps away. I'm through the door. Bye.
Bye. Bye. Boy. It's got a better victim, so it does not follow.
Yeah, but
Oh.
Jane will pop out in the bathroom, but she won't come through the other side. She'll wait. She'll wait through the buzz door because, yeah, you got to play up all embarrassed. Doesn't want to be seen, and blah 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 blah.
And he will leave Mr. Bryan.
Mr. Bryan, sir?
Yes, you know who he's going to ask about this consultant? That sexy nurse that just put 7 successes on. To lean over, once Mr. Bryan has entered and left.
Yeah, Mr. Bryan goes back about his shift with a quickness. Yeah, you settle up on this nurse. She's buzzing Jane back in and then kind of glances over as you come over to the desk.
I was wondering. Well, we were wondering. You look over at Jane, gives her the sympathetic, like, "Hey," smile.
I assume Jane is playing coy.
Yep. That was just like,
My
well,
balls.
don't look at me.
Let's be honest, I'm not going to make you roll because after that little bit of eye contact, you really probably don't want people to look at you right now. Ugh. Gives you the Wiggins.
But yes, yes. I was wondering to get a better comprehension of the services that you guys are dealing with. Would I know this is bold and probably definitely not what the colleges wanted, but I kind of want to go the extra mile. I'm assuming there's a consulting doctor here.
We have several consultants. Yeah, they're all. I mean, all the information's available on the site.
Oh, perfect. Would you mind explaining to me how it works? Like, is it just one per month, or is it like they each come in each every day, or that type of thing?
Different doctors depending on the patient. Different consultants depending on the patient. Some of them visit fairly regularly, especially when one of the patients is due for, to be discharged. Make sure they're good to go. Make sure they have everything they need. Some of them come by less frequently, or if the patients come to them.
Just a nod. In the back of his head, he's thinking of Jane. That thing is there. They were here 2 weeks ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
Coincidence?
Maybe. Maybe not.
It's at least a start.
It's a good start.
It's a nod. He'll lean forward. Would you mind telling me which ones, just give me a helping hand of who to contact? Would be the most interested, really, because I know they're busy and they don't really want 2 bumbling students really knocking at their email box, really, when you think about it.
I mean, I guess it depends on the day. Some of them you might do best just kind of asking around and seeing who you get a bite from, honestly, because depending on the day, she kind of shrugs like, I'm sorry.
No, he just gives us a smile. That's fine. She has a name tag, yeah?
Yep.
What's it say?
Damn, I can't use that. Sorry, I just had the first thing that popped up was something I literally just used. Sarah, sure.
Thank you very much. He'll lean forward. Thanks very much, Sarah, for your help, at least. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Fuck it. I'm
little smile.
I'm Anton fucking McGraw. I'm gonna roll another thing, Katie.
I was gonna say, you're not Aiden. Watching you.
No, but this is a way in. So I'll roll appearance subterfuge again.
Jesus.
This is 1, 2, 3. No, we got persuasion active.
Oh, for 5.
5. He'll lean forward. Fuck it. Will I be able to get your number, Sarah? Just so I can contact you back if I need anything.
Like, there's the brief kind of bulk of like, oh, it's like, in case I need to contact. She's like, oh, yeah, sure. 1
Giving
second.
her that wank. You know what I mean? That
Wank. There's
smile.
like
wank.
an awkward look flicked at Jade, like, I don't even know.
Jay's like, don't look at me.
It's funny because he's framed it like you're a couple, so she's like,
Like, kind of did. They just said they were partners.
honey. One does
Smirking.
not generally honey random.
Friends do. Ugh.
Look, she is a sensibly cautious woman. You know what? Let me roll a chance die to see if it knocks off any of your successes, because there are factors.
Respectable woman, Anton. Oh god, she's respectable.
Is she?
I mean, she is. So your diff goes up, but you still got 2 10s.
I did.
So she basically kind of is like, oh, well, here is my card with the business number, and yeah, here, you know what? And my extension, so here you go. And
Thanks very much, Sarah.
you want to give me an alertness check there, buddy?
Sure. Yeah, I see the shit out of what she's
Oh,
doing.
look at that wedding ring on the hand she's using to pass it to you.
In the back of his head is fucking Jane will hear it because Anton is shameless. Oh, she's married. That's all he hears. He just takes gives a smile.
But she does not go so far as to like jot down her personal number.
Oh
on
no,
it.
no, that's fine. It's just a way to contact her. After all, it's the way in.
Yep, but she gets you that. That's something.
You just take it, smile, polite as manner. It's not like I'm leaning over like, hey girl, hey, hey, how you doing? I mean, I'm not sleazy about it. It's just polite.
Hey, how you doing? Prince wants to see ya.
Yeah, and just like, come on, we better go before we're, come on. Just give a smile at Jane.
Jane is already trying to get out the door.
Don't look at me.
Yeah, you guys get buzzed out.
And as they're walking down the hallways, look over, shaking the nurse's card. That way we have a reference number if they're going to ask who recommended we contact them.
Yeah, no, but I'm curious. What did you tell them when I walked out? Because they were giving me some side eye.
Well, I said why anyone wouldn't come out of the bathroom. You were nervous. Big important college project.
Did you say nervous first though, or did
I
you
said-
follow him with that because you realized what you said first?
I said that you were nervous and you'd been complaining about the apartment about stomach aches and you didn't feel so good.
It's
And
just a
that's it.
look. It's just
What?
a look of really.
What? It's believable. It's really believable.
Oh, it's believable. But I feel like you're not telling me everything.
Look, Jane, it's not my fault you have irritable bowel syndrome, okay?
There it is. All right. You led with that, didn't you?
I led that you were nervous and that you
You're
have
not.
a condition.
Look at me. You led
That you
with that.
have a condition.
You're
Jane.
laughing. You led with that.
Did you have a condition, Jane?
You led with it. No,
And when you're-
I
when
get
you
it.
get-
No, you
when
led.
you get nervous,
You always lead with diarrhea, Anton.
no,
You always
get-
lead with
wait,
diarrhea,
no,
and then you tie in whatever we're doing with it.
that when you get nervous, your stomach gets at you, and you just can't help it. You're just,
What did you say this time? Did you say bad pizza first, or
It was no. It was that you were really nervous. That you just haven't been feeling
you
good.
didn't?
That
No, you said something else before you just changed your mind. What was it?
Nah, I didn't say anything. I don't know what you're on about. Is he pushing the button to the
Bull.
left?
It's like bullshit.
I mentioned that you were nervous and that
You
your
keep
bowels get
saying
at you.
nervous.
Yeah, you were nervous about our big, college project, and that you wanted to take one or two drinks, but you don't like drinking because you got a nervous gut, and then you kept drinking, then you had one of them dodgy kebabs, and then well, you've been like this all day. What? What? It's believable. It's not like they're gonna trace you back. You're just the girl with the dodgy gut. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Real original.
It worked, didn't it? She believed it.
Just shakes her head. It's like every fucking time.
It's a perfect story. Nobody questions the irritable bowel syndrome, Jane.
You didn't say irritable bowel syndrome. You just said bad stomach.
Yeah, but next I'm gonna leave with irritable bowel syndrome next.
Oh, you're actually, we're making it a chronic condition now, are we?
Mm-hmm.
Just like the slow, like person, just like I'm just like, yeah, nodding. All right, just gonna accept this.
Works every
Because you're not
time.
gonna stop.
It works. He leans over. For a married girl, she's pretty hot.
What were you trying?
I was actually looking for, holds up the card, this, because we're gonna go be asking around these.
Yeah, you were. There was actual reason for it, but that was plan A. What was plan B?
Plan B, I was gonna seduce the shit out of her and, take me back to your place. I had her blushing. If worse comes to worse, I just pull back on the, the looks, I would have had that started an affair just to sleep my way in. Pillow talk is a hell of a thing, Jen.
It's just the look. It's like, wow.
I mean, you could hit on Mr. Brian. Seems like your type. Broody, hedgy. Got nice hair. Real nice. Got that kind of, like fluffy young man. I'm nurse, but I'm sexy about it stuff.
Sounds more like your type.
No.
I'm fine.
No, don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry, dude. It's okay.
I'm not worried.
Besides, you can just walk up to him and go, "Hey, doctor, you treat me for that irritable bowel syndrome."
Oh yeah, what a great pickup line.
I mean, they'd probably do it.
No, Anton.
What?
No.
I'm just kidding around. You give her a shoulder. Can't kid around on a mission now.
Oh, well, you can.
Oh
can,
no, it's fine,
can.
Jane. I'll just
Oh,
sit here.
no. All I'm gonna say is you keep stacking up this diarrhea as you wait till my turn.
I'm only using it the one time. Don't worry about it.
No, that's a lie.
That's not. Jane.
I referred to you when we used the downstairs toilet, and you shouted out to the entire reception. Or
That's
did you forget that?
That's because you were being mean to me.
I was being mean?
Mm-hmm, you were being mean.
What did I do?
You were being sassy.
All right.
So
Whatever you say.
Now we gotta go. Come on, Jane. Time to go to check out the prostitutes.
Oh yeah, great.
This should be fun.
Yeah, more your type.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, we look over. You said you were a stripper, so you're closer to them than me.
Oh yeah, of course. I was a stripper.
Yeah,
That was it. Yeah.
Yep.
40-year-old stripper, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. Your name was Cinnamon Glitter Cunt.
Was it?
I can't remember.
I don't know. I don't know what we said.
Oh, we agreed on something.
Something glittercon. I know that was it.
But on the down low, they are probably going to talk to you more than me.
It's just a raised eyebrow.
You're a girl. They will trust you more. They'll confide in you more.
All right.
Just act natural. Act like you know what they're talking about.
Come on, Anton. I know what I'm doing.
I know. I'm just reminding you.
All
For the
right,
girl with
then.
no memory, this is how you handle the street shit.
All right. Well,
But come on, as he's getting out of the elevator.
gotta wait for it to stop first.
Bye, Jade.
Bye, Jane. Donk. Like Willy Wonka when he walks into the glass door.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, when the elevator does finally stop, he'll get out and head towards the car. No scruples and shit. As we bat signal away to the fucking lower drag areas.
Oh God. Oh darn. That's okay. All right. You go to the dregs now. What the? Where's my everything? Here we go. Okie dokie.
Howdy ho, neighborino.
Idly hodly.
Oh my God. So what you doing, buddy pal friendo?
We're gonna drive along to where the homeless shelter is.
Okay.
And well, to be honest, it's getting late at night. You'll look around and take a spy to see where the late night callers be at, or the ladies of the night around that area.
You think they're gonna stack up by the homeless shelter?
No, but they'll be walking along the way.
Oh, so you hope, good sir.
He figures it's his best bet.
There's a chance, Katie. And tower the odds. Just give it to me.
Now.
Oh,
No, I mean it's evening. Most people who are going into the homeless shelter and whatnot have gone in. I mean, there's the occasional person, stuffed up in an alley probably, but for the moment, you're not seeing a lot of foot traffic around here. Nobody wants to just hang out on the street here. I mean, there are plenty of little roads and streets and corners and whatnot you can investigate.
yeah, he will.
Just rolling around, slow rolling it.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. I'll let you roll streetwise to try to find a likely place.
What a street boys am I rolling with?
Intelligence.
I fail. I think. Did I roll right? Yeah, I fail. Blah.
You did. All right. So it will be left to fortune. Let me figure out what my chance will be. What direction are you gonna head in? Like, are you heading for shittier places? Are you heading for a mall? Like, what are you heading for? A nicer side of town, restaurants? Like, what area are you gonna go look in?
Specifically, areas that are like what are they called? Diners, corner shops, those petrol stations. Because because
The
that's
lot
where,
lizards.
yeah, pretty much that sort of thing. You know what I mean? places where you would typically see them because they can go get food. They can go talk to people who are coming in and out. They can do that. You know what I mean?
All right. You can both give me alertness checks. Try to spot someone who looks likely. Really hope you're not talking to the wrong person.
2.
Ships in alertness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Jane, clearly you know your people. Maybe you actually were a stripper.
Okay.
Like Anton's kind of going, you're wheeling along and you're waffling over. Like that seems like a good prospect. And Jane just like whips her arm around in front of you and points like that bitch a hooker.
She's kind of like,
That girl a hoe.
see Anton's kind of looking around like maybe, and Jane just points across. There's one.
How the fuck did you know that?
I mean, look at her.
Looks
Anton
over.
looks. It's just kind of like,
Oh.
yeah, she looks fine. Why? No, trust me.
She looks like a chick. It's the summer. It's not even that weird for her to be wearing like short skirts or crop tops or anything. It's just
Looks over. How the fuck can you tell?
Just trust me.
All right. I'll do the talking. You do the sympathizing. Come on.
It's all right, you talk, I'll be the shoulder to cry on.
When it eventually gets like that, we'll start with money first. That's usually the good way to get them talking.
Oh, no, they do kind of, It's the
Live
whole
off
point
that
of them.
shit.
It's
Yeah.
whole point of them being there, capitalism and all.
Mm-hmm. It's such a booming economy.
oh boy. Sorry. I did a search.
Oh Jesus.
Oh god.
I regret nothing.
Oh god.
Hold on, let me do a comparative search real fast. But that first one was
But see, it's like the picture that comes up is like Anton, how couldn't you tell? Honestly.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, she looks fine to me. Really?
Jane looks at Anton. How the fuck did you not notice that?
It's like, that explains everything.
Jane, it's dark. Shut up.
Just pats him on the head. It's okay. It's all right.
it's okay. You prefer women with wedding rings. I see how it is.
It's fine. I get it. It's fine. I
Fucking-
understand. I understand your choice in women now.
Grandmaster Pimp Jane, like, oh, I know a hoe when I see one. Anton takes out her pimp cane.
Yeah, pulls out the diamond cane.
Starts pimp walking over there.
No, fuck it. We're gonna use this one. It was too good to not.
Don't forget, Anton. You're my bottom bitch.
Hustling. Starts playing this Jane.
Hustling.
Oh my god. That girl is dressed way too expensive. Christ. Nope. This is what's going down. That one's got more cleavage. That's the one.
Them titties.
All right. Prepare your bodies. You're like, what? She's high maintenance. I don't. Anton. Oh god. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Oh, it's in here. Did it come out all fucking distorted? Okay, good. I was freaked out for a second. There you go. That's quality.
It's not the worst thing. I was expecting a lot worse. Let's be
No.
real.
I was expecting a
A
lot worse.
lot worse. Yeah, let's
That's
be
all right.
real.
That's all right. No, that's kind of like.
No.
Changes like, trust me.
Google has its limits, okay? Especially with the safe search on.
Safe
As
search,
expect-
the safe search just blocks out the gates. Do not go past these. Yeah, he'll walk over. That casual walk.
Are you both walking over with the casual walk?
Nah, Jane's staying in the car.
Ah. Let's give her an alertness check to see which pickup she uses.
What?
Hey, boys, want to see my IBS?
And now Torn is dead. Look what you've done.
You like
Because it works, doesn't it, Anton? Huh?
you like leaky guts? Hey, here's your girl.
All right, behave. Jesus Christ. Yeah, you come sauntering over, and she, gives you the obvious once over. It's like, hey, honey, you two looking for company?
Something like that. Look around.
She
It looks her up and it just looks her up and down, really. Like even now, like Jane's like, that's a hooker, and Anton's like, really? And it was a walk up and just gives her a look up and down.
She like splays the arms. The do feel free to peruse the wares. Essentially, arms play.
And put the cigarette in his mouth and just take a drag. Although that's like a. She checks out titties.
Them titties.
I was wondering if she might ask you something first, though.
Look, I'm clean.
Oh, I'm sure you are. But there's just something I'm curious about.
I mean, time is money. What you want?
Oh, well, maybe if you know a girl named Cinnamon.
She shrugs.
Works the same trade.
Oh, with a name like Cinnamon, I couldn't imagine.
Works around here as well, from what I heard.
That'd be really weird if you were asking about some hooker from New York, wouldn't it?
I mean, it would. Flick open the wall very casually, and there's a $50 just flashes. Like, it's that little like, it's not overtly obvious. It's just that little like, come on.
And she steps in. Just and more subtly holds it, like doesn't just thrust the hand out, but does subtly hold the hand out as she steps over, like, oh well, let's have a conversation.
Just look over, so you might be able to remember with a little money.
Like I said, time's money.
Oh well, how does that sound for a bit? Slides the $50 casually in her hand.
And she immediately, tucks it, bless her heart, into a pocket, not into her cleavage. She wants to use that later. Nobody wants the boob sweats on the dollars. So yeah, she just, flicks it with, it fucking suave into one of these teeny little pockets on her skirt. Damn it. That's what I was waiting for. I mean, yeah, I've heard. There's probably more than one Cinnamon in town. Let's be honest.
Comes
But I
out
guess
that
how many candies there are?
Probably a lot, but I'm looking for specific Cinnamon, one that likes to frequent that homeless shelter down the way.
I mean, you say likes to.
You know what I mean.
Yeah, I've seen her. I mean, not recently, but I'm pretty sure I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
Let's go by that pawn shop. That one.
She flicks a glance. Oh yeah, I know the one you're talking about.
No, who's her pimp?
There's a thoughtful lick of the lips. You really sure you want to talk to that guy?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
He's not exactly working the nice side of town.
Imagine he's not, no, considering his job when you think about it. Look, walk over, not threateningly, but it's collected.
She stepped in fairly close already.
Oh no, he gets even closer. You know what I mean? It's that kind of, to what he's trying to convey. It's not that he's trying to convey that he's a cop, but it's more like, look, I speak with authority, that type of vibe, if you get me. She might think he's a cop, maybe off duty or something, or something. It's just the way he's trying to posture himself, if you get me.
Okay, what are you saying?
Look, we can either talk about this nicely and calmly, and you get to keep your money, maybe with a little bit extra, or I can start really asking and looking. I want to find this girl. Not for any bad reasons.
Do you sell your power tools? Kind of quirks a faint smile. Trying to play off a joke. See, she's testing.
My power tools, well, I mean, if you want me to show them.
She kind of sputters for a second. I mean, don't let me stop you, but no, I meant the pawn shop.
No, not that type of shit. Let's just say I'm part of an interested party that's looking where she is.
Oh well, I mean, if you're real dead set on it, it's your funeral. He's a very classy guy. Calls himself Lance.
Lance. Original.
I know, right?
Your pimp?
Oh, hell no.
It's not. Did you talk to her in the last 2 weeks?
Oh no, I haven't seen her around.
I'm a peony the shit out of that. 3.
She might be holding something back, but she's not being dishonest.
All right. I'll do a minute expression if I can, Katie, but
You can. It will reinforce your loom.
fuck, I failed, but that's fine. We're playing nice for now, but like,
I mean, narrative helps too. You have already put on the loom. You can continue trying to use that. You just don't get the extra oomph of dice.
just look over. Look, last I heard she was missing. And with all the recent things going on, I'm sure you know more than I do, particularly around that homeless shelter. I'm not looking to get money. I'm not looking to get any power tools or anything back. I'm looking to make sure the girl is safe. So you can either help me or we can sass each other out in the cold streets some more.
Look, she works for Lance. If she's disappeared for a couple weeks, it probably means she's got marks on her that she doesn't need her John Sand. I don't know.
Just a nod. That's noted. She drink heavy?
I mean, all of us drink.
Yeah,
Almost
but
anyone picks you up wants to have a drink with you. I don't know why they think they need to go the extra mile, but
is she on anything else?
nah, don't think so. Not unless she's
I'm talking
I mean, I don't know.
dopey stuff.
Oh no, we don't do dopey stuff.
Or like anything like Quaaludes or anything?
You don't take downers in this kind of work.
You sure?
I mean, if you were gonna go to a random man's house, you think you want to be riding a downer?
I'm talking about after.
I mean, it's not like we're best friends. I don't know, but
But you know something.
I'm just saying, most of us when we're working, we don't do that kind of shit.
Okay.
Guys are hard enough as it is, and if you can't call for someone to get you out of there, you fucked.
Oh, I get you. Just nods to himself. Is there anything else? Cocaine?
Yeah, and
Speed?
she just kind of heaves a shrug. Probably. I don't know.
Just trying to establish something.
I mean, it's not like we were having a let's get high together party in an alley.
No, but you know who's using. It's pretty fucking obvious.
I wouldn't put it past. You know what? Lance usually gets his girls hooked on something.
Just gives a nod. Just a once nod. Right. Where is Lance exactly?
I'm gonna need that extra you talked about because if he finds out that I told you where to look for him and you make it hard on him.
You ain't gonna find out shit. You'll slide over an extra 30.
She pockets it. She does flick the bills to like see how much you're handing her. Pockets it, kind of glances.
He's not gonna find out shit. As far as I'm concerned, you're about to take a ride with me and my friend for a good old time, and I paid my way. That way, if anyone does ask, I just got a very expensive prosper from a girl I was looking to test out. You feel me?
All right. Let's
Talk in the car?
Yeah.
Okay. Just turn and start walking back. Even we'll let her, like, whatever she wants to do to keep that masquerade up.
Yeah, she just slides up under the arm, like slides the hand around his side, puts it on his hip, and yeah, it's the shameless kind of mush against your side. And I'll give you an alertness check if you like.
Sure. Jesus. I think I still get 2.
Oh, there you go. That's all you need, really. I mean, you won't necessarily be able to pick out particular people or anything, but I mean, you'll have noticed that over the course of the conversation, she glances periodically in a particular direction, and so she seems content when she's heading towards the car. The one she
Look
gets in
over.
is calmer.
And once she sits in, and he'll turn to Jane, drive up the road a bit.
She will.
He'll look over. He'll probably get in the back seat with her, that type of vibe, and he'll just get Jane to drive up the road a bit.
Mm-hmm. The
Yep,
two of you
she will.
pile in. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I'm saying Jane will drive up the street.
Yeah. So Lance, he's he usually has his boys out doing his work, so you'll probably catch him and she'll, give the corner of 2 streets. Right around there, there's this old shit office building. And no one even checks those places anymore, so he's kind of taken over the
Just gives a
old,
nod.
top head honcho office to feel like a badass, I guess.
All right. Now I'm going to ask you a couple more questions, if you don't mind, now that we have a bit more privacy.
Sure.
Pops another cigarette in the mouth, offers over to her as well, because fuck it.
Oh,
Be
yeah,
nice.
she takes it.
Light it for her and everything as he takes a drag. Any scary guys you normally be dealing with around here? What are they like? Anything rough of late, past 2 weeks?
We got a blacklist.
Yeah, but anything noticeable? I know you got blacklists and shit, but I'm talking about anyone real rough.
She thinks about it. She actually does take a moment. And nothing out the normal. Sometimes you get a drunk guy gets too rough. Boys spill in and break it up. Take his fucking wallet.
Nods. People often go away around here.
If you're not smart, you do.
Just gives a nod. So, what color hair does Cinnamon have again? If we're talking about the right girl.
And Katie cannot remember and has been trying to rack her brain this whole time.
Blonde, wasn't it? Wasn't it blonde? If I remember correctly, it was blonde. I can't remember.
Yeah, sure. Fuck it. It is now.
Apart from her pimp, where would I look for among the others? Other girls like you who knew the blonde. She hang around any girls in particular?
Probably the other girls working for Lance, if anyone.
Know a name of any of them?
There's like 3 candies. It's kind of the helpless shrug. These aren't exactly, original or defining. That's not the point.
No. But you girls got to stick together, though, am I right? So which ones did she stick to?
Oh, you're gonna be annoyed, but it actually was one of the candies.
You know which one? The any distinctive hair?
She usually does like she keeps it pretty short, does like a pixie do, and I mean, she's small, but she's scrappy as hell.
Just gives a nod where she usually work.
Ooh. She usually takes the rougher corners.
All right. Any particular street?
Oh, she will. Yeah, she'll offer, this street, usually one of these 2 or 3 corners.
Just gives a nod. She'll see. She'll see him. He writes it down.
What are you going to do with her?
Talk to her. Is that a problem?
No.
You know any people around here who do be selling downers? Where I can get it easy.
I mean, there's a couple places you can go if you're looking to buy.
Real dopey stuff.
She kind of heaves a shrug. There's some shitty people. And some really shitty places you can go to buy. It's probably been cut with fucking sugar, but
Nah, we're not talking about heroin or any of that shit. We're talking about pills. Barbiturates.
I don't. Look, there's one of the the camps.
Yeah.
There's almost always a guy.
Okay. Which camp is this?
Oh, she'll list a particular overpass.
They do a good rate?
Hmm?
They do a good rate.
I mean,
I don't sleep, you see.
I wouldn't go there for it.
Where would you go? Where do you guys usually go?
Told you I don't do downers, but
I
no,
know.
there's some better guys. It's just not as cheap. But then again, at least you know you're getting what you're paying for.
When typically girls who use downers get those.
I mean, it depends on how much money you have. If you're broke and desperate, you go to the underpass
Mm.
or overpass.
Cinnamon usually broken desperate.
Yeah, it depends on whether she broke up with one of her Johns or not. She was usually a little flush right after, the pawn shop and all.
I'll need the fancy name then.
Okay, and again, it's not that she gives you a particular person. She just kind of tells you a place to go where
Yeah, the street,
there will be a dealer here.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
at this
No.
corner near this club or in this club, like there's almost always a dealer.
Just nods. Takes a drag of the cigarette. Where'd you live?
What?
Where do you live?
I can't tell you that.
Up to you. It's not like I'm going to do anything with it.
I mean, you've been writing everything down in your little book. I don't want to be in your book.
I'm not a cop.
No, you can drop me over at Maine and Laburnum.
Nods? Okay. What's your name that you can tell me?
Oh God, hold on.
Oh, he specifically says, what's the name you want to give me?
Let's go to the one at the bottom. Hold on. Oh Lord, that's awful. And I mean, it's the right little smile, Roxy.
Okay, Roxy. You do me a favor?
Maybe.
Write down his own, like, one of the numbers of the burner phones he uses. If anyone comes asking you about Cinnamon, or anything you hear about her, call this number. You don't have to, but it'd help.
Sure.
Once she takes the hand, she'll find the extra tiny bit, like the extra 20 that goes in with it, beside the number as well,
Again, it just into the pocket.
for some food. I hear there's a good burger joint about 3 blocks down.
Thanks.
No problem.
Oh, looks like I got about She kind of glances, or actually just does some quick math. 30 minutes to blow. So, thanks.
No problem. You ever hear anything about some white van traveling around, by the way?
What, like one that sticks out from the other ones?
Yeah. Like it's watching something. You ever see that?
I mean, we have to deal with creeps all the time.
Anything distinctive, though, in the last 2 weeks?
I mean, let's see. Let's play a game. It's called High or Low.
Ooh. Fucking high.
I roll a baby.
And technically just barely. I mean, nothing about a white van, just the usual creeps, you know? You know, kind that troll along with you and they never buy anything, but they try real hard to get you in the car. Never show you the money.
No, not those type of men. Takes a drag. Those would be watching you.
I mean, I know one of the girls ditched her corner.
Which one of them? Really? Why's that?
I said the same guy kept showing up, parking nearby.
Which girl was that?
She just kind of shrugs. It just kind of, I mean, word gets around, you know?
Which girl?
I mean, I don't know. I just know she won't work that corner anymore. None of us will.
I don't know her name.
Like I said, word travels.
Which corner was it?
She'll give it to you.
Write it down. Sure you're not going to give me her name?
Look, it's not like we attach a name to everything. We just
No,
kind of
but you
pass word
do.
when it's not safe.
But you do have names.
I mean, I know a lot of girls' names.
And I imagine you know girls who work particular corners. So
I mean, I know it was in Lance's territory.
I bet. Lean forward. After all the money I've been giving you, that's all I'm getting? And finally, he'll put on the fucking intimidation because fuck it, he's danced long enough. What do you want me to roll, Katie?
You've given her what? You started with 50, you bumped it up to 100 at this point. Okay, I was just trying to do math.
Mhm.
I mean, just roll your intimidation. You're getting
Charisma
what's
or
your
minute?
age? 3?
Yeah, charisma or minute.
Charisma. You're not trying to trick her into thinking you're anything but scary, so.
I get the 3 auto successes from the rage.
That is
Otherwise,
okay. You still get 3 auto successes.
oh, persuasion. Shit, it's a social roll. That's 2, so 5.
Okay, so 5 successes. You know what happens, buddy? I assume you guys like stopped at the place,
Yeah.
the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you lean in with the 5 successes. I'll let you get whatever initial thing you're gonna say, but she is gonna immediately like reach behind her to like pop the door open and scramble out of the car. She's not crazy.
You know, you just say a name.
That's your intimidation 5 thing.
Yep.
I'm going to assume that the intimidation 5 comes into posture and approach,
Posture and
expression.
stare, and this he goes from the smiley, calm, collected to cold, hard ice, as if, yes, I was being polite before, but now you're testing my patience, and well, now you get to see what I actually look like.
She spills out of that car with a quickness unless you want to try to catch her.
No, he gets out after her, you know, doesn't run after her, he just stands up out of the car very coldly. Now, I told you I'm not going to hurt you. But I'd
You guys
like a
say a
name.
lot of things.
They do. But when I say something, I mean it. So a name. Please.
Well, so you can go after her like that after she's been scared out of her mind. No way.
No. I said I'm going to go talk to her. Now I will be polite. Just like I've been to you. And give her plenty of cash.
Let's do her a check. Lol. No. Hi, Tom. And she, let's face it, she spilled back. And I assume you're just continuing to calmly keep pace.
Mhm. No, it's like if she's running it off, he's not going to follow her. That's just fucking asking for trouble. No, he just stand by the car. He would just gotten out.
And yeah, so she kind of spills back from the car and doesn't bolt yet, but has given herself a little bit of safe distance. Kind of just, and you see the eyes dart like, yeah, that was a 5 success intimidation. She earnestly thinks that if you advance, she will do her serious harm. So she glances around, makes sure there's people to hear if she needs to yell. Fine, fine. Look, I don't know you're gonna catch her out. She's been off ever since that the
What
watch.
do you mean by off?
I mean, she's freaked out.
Did she say anything?
Just the same person watching her like for a couple nights. Never
She
actually
talk-
walked up, never talked to her.
Where does this girl live?
I don't know.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't. Contrary to popular belief, we don't have a hive mind. Every hooker doesn't know where every hooker lives.
No, but I imagine you know. From the way you're talking about her, she sounds like she's your friend. Now, I'll put this into perspective. I can make sure that no more harm comes to her. Because let me tell you, the guy that's watching her, that's bad.
You don't say.
So either I can get as much information about her as I can off you and go there and help, or you can dance around me and something's going to happen.
I don't know.
You got her number?
No.
Okay.
Like I said, girls talk. I can put two and two together. I know who works what corners. At least the ones that are close to our territory, but no.
Like I said, I wanted to be sure. He puts his hands up. I ain't trying to cause a thing.
Can I go?
Sure.
It's funny because he might read it as sassy, but she's earnestly like asking, essentially, "Are you going to chase me?"
Go right ahead. I ain't gonna do you no harm. Gave him my word.
Okay.
Like I said, you can do me that favor on call. That's all I ask.
I got the number.
Sorry about scaring you. I'm told that can come across as intimidating.
Yeah, well, you're told pretty right.
I want to find out where she is. It's not because of anything nefarious, it's because I give a shit.
I mean, you can say that, but I mean, like you said, gotta look out for each other at least a little.
I know, and I respect that. I'm just trying to make sure you know that I'm genuine. Just, starts to turn to get back in the car.
I mean, she's gonna let him. He scared the crap out of her.
Mm-hmm. He's like internally like, fuck, I keep forgetting that I'm a fucking stupid.
Yeah,
Just
that
starting
was
up the
not
car.
just a little bit of a hey,
Yeah.
serious. That was, whew.
Yeah, he even like, fuck, we pushed you hard. Fuck, fuck, fuck. You know what I mean? It's that type of thing. It's like, no, still gotta learn how to do this, right, Anton? You know what I mean? That type of, it's almost like he's learning, assessing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, let's be fair. He hasn't actually tried to do that without going overboard.
Yeah.
Like now. So, yeah, he gets back in the car and she, backs along the sidewalk a bit and waits until the two of you pull off to actually like try to go anywhere. She's shook.
And I would do more, but Tom's gone, so I don't know if you want to end it there.
Depends on what else you wanted to do.
I was gonna go find the pimp.
We will save that for next time. Don't worry. We'll have an adventure.
Yeah. Okay.
Is there anything else Anton centric that you would like to do?
I mean, apart from the pimp and the girl, the corner that she was at, and the name.
I can at least say that the two of you can go by the corner. And I mean, admittedly, yeah, that it is abandoned.
There's no point until there's nothing really. So like, no, he'll head back. So unfortunately, Jane is not here, so I can't really do anything else. So,
Okay. Well then, you have at least gotten a good amount of information. It's small bits and pieces, but they're bits and pieces you guys didn't have.
yes.
So I will let you take that back with you and mull it all over, try to commit everything to memory. And with that, for now, we will end our scene.